And just like that, baby, we are officially live on the official Watto podcast with your boy, YDOE. Today's episode is episode 17 with my brother. His name is Tim Debish, man. I'm talking about a Treasure Coast legend, a St. Lucie County legend, a basketball icon in my eyes. We're going to bring him in here, man, give him the flowers that he is due. We're going to talk about all his stories growing up. Why he's off social media. If you know Tim, you know he's not on Instagram. He's not on nothing. What's going on, brother? You're the man. So without further ado, let's welcome in my brother, man, Tim Debish. How we feeling, legend?
Yo, what up, man? It's been a minute.
See you, my guy.
Good to see you too, homie. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Better that you're here, dog. Hey, if no one told you today, my brother, you look great. You look great, dog.
Appreciate it.
And now, if anybody's looking for this guy, okay, the hair's chopped off. Let's start there, brother.
Gone. It's gone, man.
Did the jump shot improve? Get worse when you cut it? Talk to me, dog. Did it have an effect?
Bro, it stayed the same. Listen, I had that hair for a minute, hot minute, man. It's been probably 10 years if I had to guess with it, bro. It was time, man. I was tired of worrying about it, tired of dealing with it, man. I was over it, bro. So I had to chop it off. So
had to get it out of there.
Yeah, I had to get it going.
What the fuck's going on here? So let's just go ahead.
Bro, you need to let that chorus ride, man.
I just want to go ahead and put it on. We got to let you go ahead and see it. Let everyone see who you are, man. This is Tim Debish, high school captain, Treasure Coast High School. This is him lighting up my team, Port St. Lucie. It's a fucking disgrace, but I'm talking coming off screens, okay, iconic shooter, step backs, the hair's flowing. Again, Port St. Lucie, Tim, what are you doing, bro? Okay. Prime jump shot, silky smooth, dog. Get off me. Whoa, where you going? I'm over here. Tim, man. Let me tell you, dog. Growing up in high school, so I'm a year younger than Tim, I believe. You're 2012, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a year younger than Tim. So growing up in high school, I was okay. I'm a shooter, I'm all right. Tim is the fucking man. Tim's been the man. Northport days, he's been the fucking man. He's been sunshine. Okay, he's been the shooter. He's been the best basketball player. That's it. And then he's white. That's the last thing you hear about. So we didn't even really know each other in high school, dog. I'm looking up to this man. So let's start it off right there. Treasure Coast. What happens when you get to Treasure Coast, my brother?
Bro, it was crazy. So, it's crazy that you even mentioned Northport, bro. I didn't even know you knew I went to Northport. That is nuts.
Tim.
I didn't even know.
Tim, you were that guy, bro.
Bro, I didn't even know. So, it was crazy because even coming out of 8th grade, bro, I had my coach from Northport talk to me, and he was like, hey, bro, I need to know personally, where you're going for high school, because they had Central, Port St. Lucie, and Centennial, even Treasure Coast call Northport. I didn't even know they recruited like that. So, that was, my first, introduction into that. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to Treasure Coast, all day long. I'm right by the crib. Why would I go anywhere else? My brother went there. So, yeah, man, I went to Treasure Coast, bro. I started off, I wanted to play football, too. So I was a 3-sport athlete, bro. I played basketball, football, baseball all my freshman year. So, it was different, man. High school is definitely a wake-up call for people who don't know, especially stepping in. If you think you the shit, somewhere in middle school, bro, just wait till you get up there into the higher levels, bro. We really about to see. So,
yep.
It was
each
nuts.
level is like a humble.
Bro, facts, man. Each level, man.
So we're speaking on Treasure Coast. Okay, I'm a Port St. Lucie alumni. Okay, you can see us over there. Now, Titan born, Titan bred. We see it. It's everywhere. It's a catchy-ass, cool-ass slogan. What does that mean to you, brother?
Oh, bro, Treasure Coast was my life, man. Treasure Coast was everything to me, man. Bro, matter of fact, I got Treasure Coast pretty much tatted on me. I got both my jerseys. When I went to college, our mascot was the Titan, even in college. So I got both of the jerseys kind of split open for 1 and 2, and I was 12 in college and I was 1 in high school. So I mean, bro, Treasure Coast is everything to me. I love Treasure Coast. I'm Titan born until I die, man. I'll rep that school forever and ever, bro. I don't give a fuck who says anything about it. So
yeah, and you can tell, man. You could tell. I don't care if you're an older God that you went there, younger kids that are there now, Titan born, Titan bred on the fucking back of the jersey, on the back of the shirt. It's so imprinting. It's awesome to see, man. Wish we had a little bit of that in the Jaguar Nation, but hey, respect now. So Tim, you obviously go to Brevard College. We're not going to get there yet. We're going to stay on Treasure Coast, bro, because bro, we can't just walk away like you were just okay. So let's do some explaining to do, okay? This is high school Tim, and you tell me what's going on in this video.
This shit's going on a minute.
Yikes, bro.
He said yikes. I mean, yo.
Bro, listen, if I can contact, if anybody can get in contact with JoJo, take that shit down, bro. What is going on, bro?
Hey, listen. Listen, I love it, dog. I found that gem. I was like, oh, add this to the show. Now, Tim, I don't know how much time we got with this, man. I can't be the only one here to give you some flowers. So let's bring on someone else that knows my brother Tim very well to the Watto podcast. Dblair the G, how we feeling, my brother? Talk to us, baby.
I'm here for one reason only.
My brother's at work right now. Talk to him.
I'm at the JOB, but you know he ain't pressed. You know what I'm saying?
We got flowers to give, right?
I got no choice. It's not many times that we get this opportunity, bro, with two great legends in the building. I gotta give flowers to both of y'all boys, man.
And like I mentioned earlier, Tim is a legend in high school. Okay, I didn't even know this man. After high school, Dblair goes to my high school, so I've always been cool with him. We brothers. He links us up. So thank you, Blair, for teaming up the baddest white boys. Hey.
And I figured that's only right. I was like, damn, it's this one white boy and this other white boy. I mean, shit. They both the two rawest white boys I've ever seen. It's only right.
Listen, I gotta tell this something like really quick. So, bro, I didn't even know who the fuck Wyatt was coming out of high school. So, like, bro, when I started talking to you and we spoke every day, you were my homie, you're my best friend. So when we started talking all the time, you were like, bro, yeah, listen, you're good. You're the rawest white boy ever. But there's this other cat that is OD. I'm like, who the fuck? Like, I gotta know who he is, like, obviously. And you said Wyatt. I'm like, who the fuck is Wyatt? I was like, I don't even know who that is. Right. And then we finally all hooped together. Bro, 6'4", can jam, shoot, and dribble. I was like, bro, where the fuck have you been this entire time, bro? Like, this is nuts.
In your
I wasn't
defense,
always that.
I was gonna say, in your defense, nigga, when we graduated in 2012, nigga, Wyatt wasn't the last man on the bench.
Wasn't that?
He just wasn't. He was still a boy. Now niggas a man. Niggas turned into a man. Got grown strength. I mean, but when you went to college, Wyatt, and came back, he went to college and was like, oh shit, I got a 34-inch vert. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Wyatt went to college and just figured out his body more. And then on top of the handle and on top of the shot, he just happened to be skying all niggas too.
Bad. Catching lobs from both of these guys. We've been on the team together. It used to be bad.
Nah, man, you know I had to pull up, bro. He told me that he was doing some shit for my boy Tim. Tim, you know it's beyond the hooping and beyond all the hype. You know it's all love. You know I had to
yeah, because not only is he a great hooper, man, Tim's one of the best human beings I've ever met. Can't speak for you, Dblair, but I mean, come on now.
He ain't too bad. I ain't gonna lie, he up there.
Well, we appreciate you, Blair. Always stepping on, man. Even at work, dog. Got to come show flowers. A real one.
Hell yeah, I'm hanging out for a little bit though.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to rush out and hang out. So if you hanging out, we got another guy that wants to come in and get some flowers. Without further ado, we're gonna go to a little baseball champion prodigy, Alvin Swoope. How we doing in the building, baby?
Let's go.
Let's really talk to him now.
Tim, my brother, you know I had to hop on here, man, and show you love, bro. Is he froze?
He comes back. He comes in and out. He can hear us though. He can hear you though.
All right, as long as he can hear me. You there, Tim?
Hey, I'm here, homie.
Okay, you sub back.
Oh my god,
bro! I had to pull up, man. No, I know Tim's been my boy since kindergarten, bro. So we go way back. Really, the first friend I ever can remember in life, in general, bro. So I can attest and say that Tim's just an all around good human, bro, and beyond the athletics, beyond the friendship, just really a stand up dude, bro. A stand up dude. So you gotta respect that.
From day one.
Yes, sir. Day one, literally the first friend I ever can remember in life, bro.
And Blair, if you can go sideways, we'll get you full screen. And I just want to say, man, now the T-Coast friend group, the Tim friend group that I've met, Swoope, Blair, all you guys, y'all are tight, man. One of the tightest friend groups that I've seen. And it just shows because, as we all know, Tim has no Instagram, has no fucking socials. But you'll see him through his brothers. You'll see him through y'all. So I just want to give y'all credit, man. Y'all tight.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like you were saying, bro, we've really had the same friend group. I mean, shit, I've known Tim since kindergarten. A couple of the other dudes in the group, we've been friends since freshman year of high school. So really, it's a lot of love, bro. When that crew links up with the PSO boys too, like, it goes both ways, bro. A ton of respect and a ton of love both ways. And I'm sure Tim would say the same thing.
Oh, bro, facts. Not only that, bro. I remember when we all started first hanging out with Dblair, bro. When we really got cool, that boy put his arm around my shoulder and said, "Hey, bro,
y'all
you
T-Coast boys
T-Coast
are all right.
All right, man. Y'all
all
right.
We're enemies for a while.
Right. Enemies.
You know, growing up, y'all boys was, T-Coast, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all had that douchebag aura about y'all. You know that.
Yeah, they were the smart guys, the athletic guys that had it all. Like, shit.
Dudes. Y'all had all the whole. Well, hold on. Y'all had, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had all the.
It's a great school to go to.
Y'all had all the parties. Y'all had that. You know, am I lying?
Tim, did you feel like we were like that, though? Did you feel like that was like our vibe or not?
No, not at all, bro. Not at all.
Maybe
But
just outsiders looking in, I guess.
Right.
I feel you, though, because we perceived as Centennial as like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought everybody from Centennial was just like...
We just thought everybody from Centennial was lame.
Lame.
Right.
Like trash. Like,
you can only wear 4 colors. You're grits.
Yeah, that was wild.
Grits.
And think about that. We all went to high school and we had rules, collared shirts, tuck your shirt bullshit. Nowadays, they're back to fucking whatever you want to do.
Bro, you wear whatever
you want.
That's crazy, bro. What is that? And they were pressing us about dress code, too.
Pressing us. Taking us out of class.
Many referrals.
No belt.
For no reason.
Grabbing shoelaces.
I was just going to say the shoelace.
Niggas going to tell me I can't learn because I ain't got my shirt. That's crazy.
OD.
Real life. Real life. Now, Tim, man.
Yo.
We talked about Titan born, Titan bred. We talked about cutting your hair. Let's go to college now. What's that like for you? You were one of the first guys that really took that trip, put the city on his back. Brevard Community College. What was that like for you taking the journey?
It was definitely different. So like even like kind of going through that, bro, it was just like I didn't know enough, right? So like I didn't even know like there's JUCO Division I, there's JUCO like kind of trash. I mean, I had no idea about any of that shit. So like I had a few offers here. Now I even took a trip to South Carolina. It's Erskine College, a fucking, a no-name Division II school. Yeah. And I was set on going D1, and I was called into the office. I FaceTimed the coach for JU, Jacksonville University. It was a D1 program. And I talked to them for a while, and the coach was like, "All right, well, like sit tight. Let's talk and stuff." So not knowing shit, bro. Like, so I set my application in off rip, like to see if I can get into school. And I wasn't like, my grades weren't the greatest anyway. It wasn't bad. I had a 2.6, but didn't get into the school. Like, should have held up. The guy was gonna talk to admissions and be like, "Yo, this person," but I didn't know anything about any of that stuff. So like, so after that, like I was like pretty bummed about it. I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I had another offer from Vermont, but who the fuck wants to go to Vermont? Like, not me. Like, I'm good. I'll pass. So I went to a tryout after South Carolina, after JU, after Vermont. I went to a tryout to Brevard. My coach told me to do it. And I went there and I was like, all right, whatever. Like, bro, I'm thinking it's going to be like IRSC, like whatever. Like, if people don't know, Indian River State College, but
the local college, yep.
Yeah, the local college. So like when I went out there, it was just a tryout. There was a bunch of bums, like, just saying scrubbed them. It was whatever. Like,
is that a bunch of bums?
No cap, just a bunch of bums. And so obviously, the coach came up to me and was like, "Yeah, you balled out. Like, why don't you wait like 45 minutes? We'll bring the team in and we'll bring the people in that just graduated. So like you'll be able to meet some of the team, but not all of them." And bro, when I had a fucking wake up call, bro, it was nuts. So these cats, were OD. They were ridiculous, man. Some of them were just absolutely fucking nuts. So I was thinking,
big, probably big.
Bro, just it's just crazy. And like I didn't know what the extent of how crazy good these people were until I actually joined and started going to summer workouts and shit. But like when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go here. It's close to home. I'm not going to Vermont. I'm not going to South Carolina. It's close to the crib. If anything, I stayed in touch with the JU coach and was like, hey, if you go 1 year here, we'll see how you do. Then we can kind of get you to transfer in. Worst case, I'll transfer to this fucking school in Erskine for a D2 scholarship, whatever it was.
Right.
And so I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'll do it. So I did it. And, the first few practices in and stuff, when I tell you like how raw and how, it was a Division I JUCO, people that are just like, I mean, I had a kid that was 6'6" point guard. He was taking high school classes to finish up while he was doing summer workouts. So like those were the extent of what it was. But I mean, my entire starting five for college and the 3 bench players that came behind me all went Division I. I'm talking about Oklahoma State, Auburn, Akron, North Carolina, South Carolina State. Like they were absolutely nuts.
Florida JUCO is really a spot that you go to if you have the bad grades, you got in trouble, maybe arrested, whatever, and you go there to kill, and get out of there.
Hey, and that's in every sport.
Every
sport.
Yeah, and bro, I had no idea. Like again, like I'm thinking JUCO is just fucking JUCO. It's the JV college, which is definitely not, bro. It is not like that whatsoever. So I had a huge wake up call of just knowing, like, bro, if this is what JUCO is like, bro, who the fuck knows what Duke or North Carolina is like? You know what I'm saying? So after going there, bro, like I just grinded, really hard playing with them. And you don't really know how good you get, like, playing against them until you play against other people that, like, just either in the gym or you just playing against other people on that team. So, bro, it was huge. Bro, matter of fact, it's crazy because I don't know if you guys ever heard of the knees over toes guy that's getting like all this love.
Okay, I've seen something like that.
Bro, he's on my team as my point guard.
Damn. He's like a strength guy, right?
Yeah, his name's Ben. Yeah, he was killing. He ended up going to like Canada or something for college. But yeah, my whole starting team. I mean, my coach even sat us down like for individual requirements. And was like wanted to go over with us like what he wanted. And at first, when I first got there, bro, the talent was crazy. I mean, he sat down and said I was going to be redshirted, and I didn't even know I was going to be redshirted. I'm like, bro, I'm about to be redshirted as for a fucking JUCO. Like, what is this? So, bro, after 4 months of going through summer ball, and he let me play in the tournament, he changed his mind, and I was like 6-man coming off the bench to, 5 D1 Auburn, players. So.
Right.
I took it with a compliment, but yeah, it was tough at first, bro. So it was definitely a rude awakening.
Now, when did you notice your game elevate? And Swoope, you can speak on this too, because once you get into a higher level, you're going to get the reality check. You're going to get humbled. But then after a while, I feel like you don't even realize it after a while. To me, you almost don't realize it. When did your game elevate? Just off playing with guys like that?
Yeah, well, like, I'll speak it at first. It's like I kind of know it's a little different because like the scrimmages and practices against these guys were starting to get a little easier. Everything was kind of getting easier. Yeah, just a little stuff like ball handling, bro. Like you can't be weak, with these guys. I mean, again, like I can't emphasize it enough of like how skilled these guys were. Again, like all D1 athletes that flourished and are overseas or in the NBA right now. So it's like. Little things, dribbling, shooting, quicker shot motions, like what shots to take, what bad shots are. So after
you
that,
had
like,
no bad shots at T Coast.
After our first game, like I hit like 5.
T Coast, it was just fucking get them the ball.
No shot was a bad shot if it was coming out of his hands.
Tim, run around till you get open.
Literally, run around these 2 screens, and then we'll set another double screen for you.
Right, they have me setting baseline screens for Tim. I'm getting ran over.
Yo, I know he's frozen right now.
He can hear you.
Let me hop back out here, y'all boys. But I appreciate you, Wyatt, for hitting me, bro, and letting me pull up and come hang. Wyatt, we'll set like a sit down thing up soon, and we'll set some stuff up so we can hang, bro. But I love what you've been doing, bro. All three of y'all boys know I've told every single one of you guys individual how I feel about y'all. So y'all know what time it is.
Oh,
But I make sure I give my flowers before it's too late, bro, because I got a lot of love to give, bro, a lot of passion. And y'all boys know how I feel about y'all. Swoope, Tim, Wyatt, y'all boys know the vibes. What's understood don't got to be said, bro.
Already,
I appreciate you.
No,
All y'all
appreciate
boys,
you,
bro. We gonna tap in, bro. I'm gonna tune in too. I'm gonna keep watching, bro, but I'm gonna just cut though, bro.
Yeah, anytime you want to come back in, man, we here.
Love y'all boys.
All
Y'all
right,
boys
G's.
be good, all right?
All right,
facts, you know it, G.
Dblair the legend, man. Now Swoope, Tim, T-Coast legends. Okay, now we get to really break it down. So Swoope, you took the baseball route. Nice
Right.
hooper, real hooper. What was the baseball route for you? Did you go FSU off rip?
So no, I actually was committed to Florida.
There it was. I knew the Gators.
Yeah, I was verbally committed to Florida going into my junior year. Tim used to come in. I used to stand on the table in the lunchroom, and Tim would cock my arm back, and I would just Gator chomp. Just arrogant about it, bro. To be honest, like definitely needed a slice of humble pie, but no, I verbally committed to Florida. I hadn't taken an ACT or SAT yet, so they were kind of anxious to see what my score was. My grades were okay. I think I graduated with like a 3.0 on the dot, but that's a really academic school. So basically it works on a sliding scale. Like the lower your grades are, the better your test score has to be and vice versa. Before I could even take a test, they pulled my scholarship. They pulled my offer. So I was like, well, you know, fuck it, whatever it is what it is. So I was going to actually go just like Tim. I was going to go to Santa Fe, the JUCO that was in Gainesville, right outside of Florida. And I was going to try to get into Florida after a year or two. Bro, like the last week of the College World Series, the Florida State coach called me, and one of their players got caught stealing something out of a mall. So they pulled his scholarship. And they were like, yo, we have scholarship money to give you. Like, do you still want to come? And I was like, bitch, yes. Like, of course, yes.
Some Jameis Winston shit.
Right, bro. So really that was my story, man. It was kind of a up and down battle, but I do want to kind of circle back real quick to the question that you had asked Tim, because I think this goes for every sport, and I think Tim will agree. And also Blair kind of said something about it before, as far as when you kind of elevated your game. I just think at a point, like when you're in high school, you think that you're, I guess, like grown, or you think that you know what you're doing and you got it, but then you realize like these are grown ass men that play these games, bro. Like if you're trying to go to the league, like if you want to go to the NBA, nigga, you're playing against somebody's dad. You're playing against somebody that's got to feed their family, bro. And it's the same thing. So I feel like when you kind of grow into manhood and you become a man a little bit, you start to see like, damn, my game's elevated a little bit. Like I got a better feel for my shot, or like for me in the sense of baseball was, okay, I feel my swing a little bit better. Like I'm thinking about the game in a more detailed manner. So I think
probably less errors.
Yeah, there's less errors, more of a clean game, and that goes for any sport. But I really just wanted to circle back with that, because I remember Blair even saying, you know, you weren't the way that you are in high school, but I'm sure that's because, like he said, you kind of manned up and like grew into your own a little bit. So there's definitely something to be said with like maturity and age and kind of just understanding the game in and out.
And that next level, I think or go ahead, Sam.
No, I just wanted to say this really quick before you start, and too. And with you saying that, so I just want to give everybody detail. Hey, don't get it fucking twisted. I still balled the fuck out after that. It was just a big wake up call when I got there.
Of course.
That's just initially. That's initially.
Hey, listen. Hey, we were killing after that, bro. We got achievements for fucking days after that. So don't get it twisted now.
Oh no, yeah, but it's I love the wake up call, because then it's up to you if you're going to adapt or you're going to fold.
Right.
Yeah.
It's up to you, and you can tell who really adapts, who gets in that weight room, who locks in mentally, and it's all up to you, really, once you get to that level. So I think all of us goes through that, and if you didn't, you just weren't at a high level.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Agreed.
Now, Tim, let's circle back a little earlier. AAU days. I looked this up. Disney AAU tournament MVP, and also defensive MVP.
Wow.
Come on, Swoope. That shocked me, dog.
I wasn't ready to hear that, bro.
Lock shit up, boy.
What was that about? Now, is that a blue moon, or is that you just give that up? Like, come on now.
No, so bro, it's a crazy story. So like, and it's crazy because you had Frank Martin on before, and bro, I introduced Frank Martin to Team Florida, which was a crazy AAU event for Team Florida, all the good prospects for Florida. I got him on the team with me. And we played, but bro, because there's so many raw people on that team, like you don't stand out as much. And for me, being a white boy with blonde, long hair, like that's the best I can do to stand out besides my game, just ball. But yeah, we made our own AAU team and entered in Disney. And you know, that's when it really kind of clicked that like I'm just gonna try my best to take the fuck over and just kind of do what I have to do. And bro, my teammates had a nickname for like Mr. 42 because I averaged like 40, 35 a game for those AAU games straight. And bro, just being crazy on defense, trying to get the steals and shit like that. So
And
it all worked out.
As the NBA bubble season. That was the same.
Yeah, same court.
Was it really? That's lit.
Because a couple years later, Young Waddle got on Team Florida.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
We got second though. Okay, lost to a team from Puerto Rico. They've been teams for 10 years. We played 2 practices the whole year. But hey,
I feel that.
I definitely wasn't.
Hey, shout out to Frank Martin too. Frank Martin was a killer. He used to bust my ass in middle school.
Bro, listen. Hey, so I listen. On my fault. I gotta take a pause here, and I gotta say this.
You mean this
Frank
guy?
Martin is the best middle school basketball player I have ever seen.
There has ever been.
Yeah, we could say that comfortably.
I'm good here at the crib.
Hey, listen. When Frank came, it was a problem. Listen, because I'm in zone, I'm in man, and either way, I'm matched up with Frank. He used to cross half court, look down at the half court.
Bro.
I look over the coach like,
what are you going to do?
Listen, against us in the in-school game, the motherfucker was dribbling backwards. He dribbled backwards and threw an alley-oop. Who throws an alley-oop dunk in middle school?
Right.
Southport.
Frank was different.
Well, bro, in all defense too, he had fucking Jonathan, who was 6'3" and like 240 coming out.
Reed. He had Corey Reed.
Corey Reed. I mean, bro, his squad was set, but Frank was a different fucking.
And here's the thing, I love Frank. That's my brother for life. He's a Jaguar. He went to my college. That's my brother. We're talking about here. Middle school Frank is pre-football Frank. When Frank played football, it ruined his game. He transferred.
Ruined it.
Middle school basketball Frank was
different.
Was unbelievable.
Why did Southport have so many killers? Corey Reed was on the junior USA team. What's going on?
They were undefeated.
One baseball player.
They were undefeated for like 6 years in a row. I don't think they've ever lost.
Bro, it didn't. Yeah, they championship.
They were elite, bro.
It didn't, but Northport was pretty good. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Tim was surprised I remembered you guys. You guys were nice too, man. And I don't know if you all remember, but Southport lost in the championship way when it was real to Forest Grove, and that was a wild experience.
Yeah, you know what? Forest Grove and Southport were pretty similar teams as far as like bigger dudes that were athletic. They played like a really physical type of game, and bro, we weren't. Listen, at St. Lucie West, we were not equipped for that. We were not. It was me, Brandon Genter, and LaMarcus Brutus, and that was it. That was all we had.
Bro, they had Dan McCarty, too, was pretty raw.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Forest Grove had Greg Marte. That's our guy right there.
Wait, so wait, Greg went to Forest Grove, not Dan McCarty?
He went to Forest Grove.
Forest Grove.
He was raw in middle school, too.
Yeah, he was nice.
It didn't make sense though, man. Shout out to Frank, my brother. And that's crazy how you clicked him to Team Florida. Because I looked up to him going to Team Florida, and I had to make the jump.
Yeah, man. I
was.
And it was honestly, to even give more kudos, was Chris Carter was on Team Florida. And Chris Carter, they reached out to me. I don't even know how, but they reached out to me, and I came out for a tryout, and I made a team, and I started playing. And then that following year, I was like, bro, Frank's good. Frank needs to be on something like this if he's gonna like get looks and everything like that. So yeah, Frank ended up joining the team because of me, because I hooked him up. But yeah, Frank was raw, bro. I wish he never played football, bro.
Oh man, don't we all? That motherfucker. Can't change his personality though. We love him for life.
Look at
the motherfucker in the dance.
I didn't know until y'all said it that's really what changed kind of the course for him, that he started playing football. That kind of threw off his game.
And he'll tell you. And I mean, I don't got to tell him myself. So without further ado, we're giving him the flowers. My brother Frank Martin. How the fuck we feeling?
Fellas.
Mr. Martin.
Team Florida legend.
Per usual, y'all catch me off guard per usual. Why you always bring me into these situations, brother?
Frank, I didn't expect them to go in on you
It
like
was
that.
a-
So when it was, I had to get you in here.
Man, this is Southern Oaks. This is Northport. This is different. It is
Frank,
different.
they brought up middle school
Facts.
basketball, and you are the fucking epitome. Okay, you
Killer.
were the
Go,
Jordan. So
go.
Hey, those were my prime times, man. I feel like those was the times that we cherished the most. Those
Right.
was
Frank,
Those
you dribbled
unbelievable.
backwards in the school game against us, brother.
oh yeah, I was real disrespectful for a reason.
Hey, I was
Facts.
just gonna say you pointed to the ground. You were
Swoope
gonna
wasn't
shoot
even
from.
nice about it.
Bro, just cross half court.
Yeah, people talk about that. You know how LaMelo doing it. They like that's the first time. I done
No.
did that shit already.
The
Nah, yeah, you've been
originator.
doing that.
You're the first person I ever seen do it. Now that you just said that.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, we ain't gonna talk about it. They don't give credit where credit is due. You know, they just
Right.
see it, act like they ain't never seen it before.
Hitting people on the sideline, giving them a little love tap, coaches, other coaches, referees. I mean, the man, it didn't make sense, Frank. Now, let me ask you this, Frank. I made the claim.
Timmy
Maybe
was
I'm
cold.
wrong.
I need
Oh,
y'all to
no.
understand something. He was my hardest opponent to play against because the rivalry one, and then two, I wanted all of his honeys, but I couldn't get them at the time. So I had to do
Sunshine.
stuff to get the honeys, and it was crazy. It was crazy. I remember the time we lost. We lost by one. We lost by one. I missed 2 free throws at the end. The ref came to me. He's like, "Yo, you got 2 free throws." I thought I'm going to the line for 2 free throws. So I'm over here, you know, bounce the ball, boom. It bounces off the rim. All I see is everybody's running. I'm like, "Where y'all going? Wait, come back!" Like I'm right here. He said, "No, it was 1-1." I said, "Timmy came out, went down there. I think he gave it to Wolf for the layup." Ball game. Yeah. That was the tightest moment of my life.
And bro, it's so crazy because you did that, but it was when we fouled you, and it was like 5 seconds left, and you walked over to our bench and was like,
Oh, God.
gave it up.
Oh,
Gave
God.
it up. Was like, nope. In an in-school basketball.
He skipped right
game,
over that
bro.
part. He skipped right over that part.
Middle school, guys. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I was like, hey, those are moments I can never forget right there, man. Tough
Frank
moments.
Martin, the legend. Now, Frank, Team Florida alumni, as Tim, we got 3 of the nicest shooters ever. Swoope's a nice shooter. He's more of a point guard in my eyes, a serious as point guard, but I'll speak a little bit for Wado, myself. Tim and Frank, we got some real shooters in here.
Absolutely.
Frank, what was Tim like for you in high school? Because I wasn't that great at high school. Frank was the man for our school in high school. What was it like
He
for
was
high
like-
school Timmy?
I
Different
hated him.
animal.
I
Different
hated
animal.
him. I hated him when he was at North Point, and I hated him when he was at Treasure Coast. And it just used to be that it's the hair. It was the hair. The hair pissed me off. I had to say it. It was the hair.
He had a swag to him. I mean,
Sunshine,
Frank, come
I'm
on now.
like, yo, I just got done watching, Remember the Titans, and I'm like,
Triple screens. Who the fuck got triple screens in high school?
Right.
God.
it was tough. But Timmy was damn. No, his shot was pure. It was money. It was money. The reason why we damn near won, I say, is because of Jonathan. You remember Jonathan?
Big John.
Williams?
Yeah.
Like we was like Kobe and Shaq. So that's the only way we was gonna be able to win it between me and him. That was it. If it with John was not in the lineup at time, we already knew it was an L. We lost. We had no big man presence. But it was that duo versus his duo. I mean, him and Wolf, man, that shit there was. And then when you went to Treasure Coast and you added on
Him and Kent.
Chris
him and-
Carter, yeah, I think
Carter.
Chris Carter on the boys. I was like, man, it was tough. It was a tough time.
And they had a nice coach. Their coach meant business. It seemed like from the outside. Maybe we're wrong, Tim, but that coach looked like he had that shit for real. That
You
offense
talking about
was-
Layman, Tim? Coach
Layman.
I'm not sure. The white guy. I don't know who his name was. Younger looking guy.
Real pale, right?
Yeah.
Layman, Coach Layman. Yeah, he was.
Some people hate Layman, bro, but nah, bro. Layman was the real fucking deal. I think he really put a structure in place. Because if without the structure, it was just 5-on-5 basketball, open gym type shit until he came in and put in a structure for all of us, and to where he found out what we were best at and what we needed to do. Because prior to Layman, when I was in 9th grade on varsity, we had Coach Rec. And bro,
Rec.
bro, he ain't have no fucking business being a coach. Bro, we had Chris Carter and we had Chris Carter, and that was it, bro. Without Chris Carter, we wouldn't have been shit, and it showed because we played Dwyer for like the district champs, or after we lost the district, we played Dwyer. Bro, they must have watched film. They doubled Chris even at full court. Chris got the ball, just an inbounds. Here you go, bro. Doubled Chris, bro. We lost by 30. Like. It was nothing.
Speaking of that legend, Chris Carter right here is the
Carter.
author now.
Crazy.
Author of this book right here. Okay.
That's
Another
amazing.
Treasure Coast legend. And Chris Carter will be on the Waddle podcast tomorrow, live from fucking Germany. So speaking of him, let's give some kudos to him.
Hey, boy got interviews from Germany now. Hey, look,
I know he's growing.
Right?
What I say, this is a legend tour, Frank. Of course we got you on. You were fucking co-host. Tim Debish, Swoope. We're on a legend tour here, okay? Some names like Jeff Luck. Hey, we got some legends coming on.
You done had
That's
Dblair,
beautiful.
you done had Swoope, you got T Debish. You done had the poor St. Lucie clash of the Titans back. We done had it now.
We here to give flowers. We here to give flowers.
I did want to say one more thing too. Is like, bro, I think I was on Frank's team in an all-star game. And
Yes.
I don't think anybody in Florida in general could have beaten our team that we had for that All-Star game. Bro, that shit was nuts. I mean, you're talking about me, Frank, Jonathan, Justin Simmons.
Yes.
Bro, I mean, who do we have as our starting five? I forgot even our fifth. Our bench was loaded.
I think what's the point? I forgot the point.
Charlie Miller.
Charlie Miller from Vero.
Charlie Miller.
From Vero?
Yeah, we was cold. Yeah.
Bro, we were loaded. And I wish we had that shit on film because it was a crazy. I mean, we played the best out of all the all-star teams from like the south of Florida. So like Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Bro, blew them out by 30.
Come on.
Killed
Now.
them.
Easy, light. Now they do like the Space Coast versus Treasure Coast or whatever.
Oh my God.
Hey, Frank, man, I don't know how much time you got for us, man. I appreciate you coming on, dog.
Wanted to jump in, man. I'm going to let y'all boys go, man. Continue y'all interview, man. Salute to y'all boys. Y'all doing fantastic in life, man. Stay blessed, baby.
Love,
Yeah,
bro.
you know it, G. Good talking to you, homie.
All right, y'all.
That boy Frank, man, what a legend. He's a fucking Vegas resident now.
I know, one of a kind.
Vegas, dog.
To live out there, that's a different story.
Yeah, you're a different animal.
Now,
Hey,
on that
Tim.
note, yeah, go ahead,
Why,
brother.
you might have asked him a question real quick, Tim, because I know Layman was our coach on JV, and then you got called up to varsity, like middle towards the end of our freshman year, and then beginning of sophomore year through the rest of your time in high school, Layman was your head coach. Do you feel like if it was anybody else, maybe a coach that they would have brought in for maybe a different program, do you think that him coming up with you and like starting out with you in JV and kind of pulling you along, do you felt like that had any impact on like how successful you were as a basketball player?
Whew, that's a good one.
It might be something that you've never thought about either. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not sure. I would say so. Just because I mean it could have been another coach, but bro, he had the scheme of like, I mean, even if you check like the highlight tapes and stuff, bro, like he made it to a system to where like we were all together, like we all care about the team. But on the offensive end, like I was going to be the first look, running around numerous amount of screens. I mean, like if you thought one screen was enough, you got another one and another one. And there was a time when I was talking to Ant Wilson when he transferred from Treasure Coast his junior year to Martin County. That was a real discussion of me going to Martin County and going with them and Justin Simmons and everybody. And I just, at the end of the moment, I was like, nah, like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooling it here, bro. Like, you know, I'm doing my thing here. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, maybe so. I would see, you know, but I also think it was just that our team at the time was still super young too. Because I mean, I was like the number one scorer for our team, especially in 11th grade, because we had Kyle and Justin and stuff, who was our head point guards, who were moving up from JV.
Right, they were underclassmen still. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think maybe just one look at our team, you kind of just center around those puzzles that you have. But I mean,
now, did you love the offense being not centered but really involved around you? Because some guys might shy away from that, especially when they get tired. Was there ever like, hey man, let's not do that, or did you love that? Did you welcome that?
Well, honestly, bro, a little bit of both. Cause like I loved it at first, like let me get the first shot, like let me get going, like let me see what I can do. But there are also times where like, bro, we can only run so many plays where I'm running around screens all day until where like they're just gonna stop and they're gonna double and stuff. And I really wanted a second score to where like it's not like they're not scared to take over and not scared to go nuts and just like throw up a couple of shots. And that's why I was always in Brandon Jenner's ear, like, bro, like you have a good 3-pointer. Just let the bitch go. Like let that shit go. Let it ride. Like, don't be afraid to miss. And I think that came a huge deal with Pat Webster. Bro, me and Swoope used to talk about this shit all the time. Me, Brandon, Five, and we used to talk about Pat Webster. Like, bro, he would lock shit up in practice, bro. He would kill in practice. I'm talking about, bro, probably the best practice player you can possibly imagine. He's a walking bucket. And as soon as you put him in the game, whether it was the crowd or just trying to not make a
trying
mistake,
to fit into the offense.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of fucked things up a little bit. So, like, yeah, I loved it always going around me. So even if I touch the ball, I can make a decision with it. But I always wanted that second person to just kind of like take over and give me like, if I score 20, this person's scoring 15,
Now, a new question for both of you guys. Swoope, you can speak on basketball and baseball scene for sure. And Tim, what are your guys' opinion on the new YouTube scene of quick highlights and just blowing shit out of proportion where they're okay, but they got a lot of clips? Are we a fan of this new era? Swoope is a real deal coach as well, so he might have a really good opinion. What's your opinion on the modern TikTok, YouTube highlight clip fantasy fanatic? It's taken over our whole social media these days.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first. So I want to hear your answer because you're a coach and shit too. But nah, bro, I hate it. I hate it. So I'm not gonna put a name up because I was talking to Swoope about this kid yesterday, but this kid was blowing up all over TikTok and stuff, and I was like, bro, let me see this guy. I knew this kid, forever. I want to see how he's doing. Like this kid got 100,000 likes on TikTok or whatever from this one move. Bro, buddy's averaging like 5.6 points a game.
Right.
So I hate it. I hate the one highlight reel aspect. Let's really see how it is. You're a good 3-point shooter. Let me see you go,
Yeah, he's cutting off there, but before we even let Swoope go, in my opinion, when you're a real hooper, when you're a real top level athlete, that's expected. The highlights on LA Fitness players is expected.
Right.
I'm not impressed by that. Imagine if we had highlights from LA Fitness, dog. And that's why I'm like, I feel weird about it because I'm like, damn, we missed it. We missed it. We just missed having people in the gym just recording to record. But I'm just not a fan of it. Swoope, what's your opinions on it?
So I'm not a fan of it only because from a coach's perspective, I feel like the game, both baseball and basketball, has become too much about that. And I feel like just in my experience coaching, like kids are always looking for that moment and they're ready to expend and give all their emotion to that moment when it happens, when they do something that's out of the ordinary, whether it be a spectacular layup or baseball, somebody hits a double and they want to do a celebration and it becomes about that. And then I feel like that just takes away from the game, like the purity of the game for both sports. Yep. There's definitely some gamesmanship that should be involved. Like I always have flash to how I play both sports. I always play with a certain like arrogance or like cockiness to me. And you have to have that dog in you. But I never went out of my way to like make it seen or like make that like something that people would remember me for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just feel like it takes a lot away from the purity of the game. And when it comes to like Tim was saying, I mean, bro, like you got to be able to pass the eye test in every sport, right? And that's like a complete game. Like I can tell by how somebody dribbles up the court and how they make a move and go, whether they're going to go left to right, or are they just going to make a move and get downhill? Are they doing it for the flash, or are they really trying to be, productive in a sense of scoring the ball and shit like that? So I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of it, to be long.
And I almost think it like cuts them short of what they want, what they're trying to seek out from playing the sport. Because let's say they win a sloppy win, they don't get the viral clip. They're more sad they didn't get the clip highlight, and they won the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And I bet Swoope, as a coach, you see people more down on themselves because their expectations is viral highlights instead of
100%.
Guys like Tim, Wyatt, Alvin had to go through things and get humbled, and then the grind made them great.
Right. Right.
They all want the quick start.
you see it all the time, man, especially with social media. There's so many different platforms. Kids are always looking at a way to get exposure, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. Like, like for example, now all of my high school players, if you look at their Twitter or their Instagram bio, it's first name, last name, class of whatever, JV varsity hooper, and this is who I play. Like, it's all about that. It's and I guess there's some good and some bad that come with it. But bro, when we were kids, when we were in high school, like, I was cool just being a kid that plays sports. Like, I didn't want to make it my entire life, right? And that's I feel like that's what it is now.
And I like the highlights. I wish I had, people filming me doing crazy shit that I definitely do, but it's like, I don't like the arrogance of it. I don't like the showboating. I want to see the guy kill it and not say a word. That's how I would be. You know that, Tim. I want to see that guy. I don't mind you guys killing people, but showboating, fighting them, degrading them. It's like, come on now, what are we doing? It's LA Fitness.
I know.
Right.
Where's
I feel that.
How do you feel about DeJounte Murray then and his antics in the Drew League so far?
I think that's just who he is. I don't think he's doing anything extra. I just think that's just kind of the player he is. I don't know too much on him. I'm not a huge fan of him, to be honest, not a Spurs guy, but I just think that's who he is. When you're playing against guys that you think you're better than, Chet or the number Payo, I get it with the Orlando guy. I can't even say his goddamn name, but the young kid, when he dribbled off his head, to me, that's just who you are. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Right.
I didn't respect it at all because I'm the guy that I'm dunking on somebody and everyone's screaming, yelling at him, and I'm shaking the dude's hand like, "Hey, bro, don't worry about it. You jumped."
Right.
Good shit. I'm never putting him down.
Facts.
I couldn't agree with that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
So, Swoope, let me ask you, dog. When you're coaching, because I got basketball guys. This is the first time I ask a baseball coach. Might be interesting. Because you're a certain type of player. You're a smaller guy. You play shortstop.
Right, yep.
Come on now. Quick arm, quick feet. I could just assume.
Hey, just
so
you know, Tim was a really good shortstop too. Just because I also want to make sure that
I don't want to deny it. I don't want to deny it. The motherfucker's
really good baseball player,
born athlete now. So, Swoope, when you're coaching kids, do you have to take away yourself, you as a player, when coaching kids, knowing that they're not going to be like you? How hard is that, and how important is it to do that?
Yeah, it's important, not only just because I'm a coach, but also knowing that I'm about to be a father to a baby boy. Shout out my wife Kate, hold my baby boy crew. Congrats. Right now. Shout out to my brother Tim as well.
Both you guys. We didn't even get there yet now, but congrats.
So not to jump ahead, but
down on the list, baby. We got a list here.
Yeah, my fault, bro. I wasn't trying to jump ahead, but yeah, bro. I mean, like a lot of times, kind of going back to what we were just talking about, like I see them do that stuff, and I'm like, well, I would never do that. But then I also have to understand, like, that's not me. They grew up in a different age. Different things are important to them. And not everybody is the same person. And that's okay. My goal as a coach is to make sure that I put them in a position to be successful. I teach them how to be not just outstanding baseball players, but outstanding young men, and know that there's always eyes on them no matter what, whether it be on the field, off the field. So when you're wearing that uniform, you're wearing that hat, when you're in the classroom, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you're well-mannered and being respectful at all times. But I definitely think that there's a point where you got to step back and understand what the perspective is. And I hope that one day when when my son, if he does decide to be an athlete, that I don't ever push that on him and I don't try to live vicariously through him. If that's something that he decides to do, he's going to be his own man and his own young man, and he's going to learn to make his own decisions. But I can promise you that every coach feels like, at some point you got to take a step back and understand that, the player isn't you. You just got to coach and let the player play.
I think that's the best strategy right there. They got to have the love for it. You can't want it more than they do.
No.
Right.
Now, Tim, who did you look up to? We skimmed over how great of a shooter you are. I wanted to ask you, who are the shooters you looked up to? Any shooters that you modeled your shot game off of?
To be honest, not really. No, man. Like I didn't really watch sports like that. Like I was pretty active. Like even as when I was little, I played against Swoope in flag football. Like we played football, basketball, and baseball always. Like that was our thing. So I never really watched sports growing up. Like I just, seventh grade kind of hit my peak of like where like, okay, I can shoot a little bit. Like, like I didn't start playing real basketball until like sixth grade. And I was at, Minsky, a recreational facility, down the road from the crib. And I just started shooting my seventh grade year, and it just started going in. But I mean, obviously, Bron is my boy. He's the GOAT. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. He's the GOAT. He's the best basketball player to ever touch it. But beside that picture you got in the back of your crib, yeah, I see it.
See my guy.
No, sir.
But I do put Bron as the best basketball player ever, but he's my greatest basketball player ever. I break that down a little weird.
And I feel you, but yeah, I didn't really look up to nobody really. Just kind of playing with good players to make you better, and that's just fact.
Hey, let me say this: I'll never forget freshman year. Tim told me, "Hey, Swoope, bro, your free throw routine is so clean. Every time I shoot, I try to shoot it just like you." So I don't know if he remembers that, but
I don't remember that.
So now we know why Tim was a great free throw shooter. Okay.
Hey, appreciate you, Swoope.
Hey, I'll never forget that, bro. Just know I wouldn't cap on something like that. That stuck with me.
Nah, never. Now, Swoope, I asked Tim earlier. I want to ask you the same thing. I'm about to go turn my damn fan on. What does Titan born, Titan bred mean to you?
Man, to me, it really is just a reflection of like a simpler time. Like when I think Titan born, Titan bred, I don't really relate it to the school itself or like baseball or any sport in particular. I just really related to the group of friends that I had and how I'm thankful that we're still friends and we're still homies and brothers. Like I don't consider anybody that, we mentioned earlier as far as all of our homies go, like those are not friends. Those are my brothers. Those are guys that were at my wedding, that are going to be there to meet my son when he's born. Like, so to me, Titan born, Titan bred is really just more reminiscent of a time where our friendship had just, I guess, really began to grow and really start to like solidify itself.
Damn, that's great to hear. Now, moving along, I'm getting a little colder here. So speaking of the cold, Tim is no longer a native. Tim is out here in Colorado. Why the move, Tim? How do you like it? And what do you not like about Colorado?
Oh, man. Bro, I love it out here. Me and my fiance, we love it out here, bro. We came out here a bunch of times, like while still living in the Lou, to kind of just, go on vacation. And bro, we came out here. The weather is different. It's because I had never been on the West Coast before. So like we took a bunch of trips and like, bro, there's no humidity here. Like there's always something to do, whether it's hiking, whether it's going to play ball outside, whether it's just sitting outside and not wiping your face with sweat like every 5 minutes.
Like me right now.
Right.
And seeing the views. I'll be watching Tim's Snapchat. He does have a Snapchat, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah. The views are ridiculous, man. The mountains. It was just like, it's just so different, And like once you were.
Keeps going in and out. We got him though.
He'll come back in a couple.
Stay with us too. He's up there in the mountains, I guess, dog.
I wonder if somebody's calling him or texting him or something, or why that keeps happening. I don't know.
Yeah, it just keeps happening.
Yeah. I don't know why that shit keeps doing that, but yeah, bro, it's just a fresh breath air being out of the Lou, kind of being in a whole different area. And bro, it's better to hoop here, bro. People have no idea who I am, so when I walk into the gym. And I go and I hoop and, I score 13 out of the 15 points at LA or, here it's 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, where'd you go? Where are you coming from? So it's like,
you
bro,
getting drafted?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly, man. So, I mean, it's just really nice up here, bro. Like, and like I told you guys both, man, y'all are always welcome to come right over here. Y'all always welcome to hit my line and come visit this place and see it for yourself, man.
Go make a hiking trip, Swoope. Might have to make that move, dog.
What's it called, Tim? A 14er?
Those are different, boy. Those are different.
A 14er?
Double black diamond?
For that.
Yeah, hey, so why I've been climbing these mountains, bro. It's hiking these mountains. They're 14,000 foot mountains, bro, and they take a long period of time. But I think I just like the challenge of like just doing it because not a lot of people do it. So
right.
It's crazy.
And is it like a set trail, or are you just finding your way up there?
So it just depends which one you do, really. Like it gets certain levels, and certain levels get harder and harder. But the ones I've been doing have kind of a trail, as long as it's just like you can spot it. Like if you don't know what you're doing, you can very easily just get lost in it. So
So on that, what kind of wildlife you got out there near your house, close proximity? Like, what kind of wildlife? We know we got a little bit in Florida, Colorado. What are we talking about?
I mean, honestly, like if I'm walking outside, you don't see much. But if you just go like I said, if you're trying to go through like a little hiking trail or something, then you're talking about deer.
Deers, tigers,
There it
bears.
goes.
Oh my! Come on, Tim. It's them
Tigers?
mountains.
If
Nah,
he
I'm just
says
guessing.
tigers, I'm not getting up that mountain. I can promise you that.
Maybe mountain lions. Maybe mountain lions in Colorado. I don't know.
There could be. Let's see.
I got that Colorado connection, boy.
The mountains, dog.
But yeah, you got like, I mean, if you're walking outside, you got deer and stuff you'll see sometimes. If you really go deep, you got bears. I mean, you got coyotes, you got other things like that, maybe some wolves. But yeah, you got a bunch of things to be looking for.
And how about the night sky? Is it a game changer? Like, are you out rural enough to see the real night sky? Okay. Yeah,
so like we're right by the mountains, and when I mean mountains, like we're like I can ride a bike to the mountains and stuff. So yeah, bro, it that shit lights up, man, and it's very different. Like I said, if people haven't making a trip to Colorado or seeing what it's like, you definitely have to kind of see it for yourself, bro.
I've been to Salt Lake City. I've been to California a few times. Colorado's definitely on the list, though.
Got you, man.
And somebody like Tim there, I mean, it's worth the trip now.
For sure.
Worth the trip. So now I got a couple things on this list. I'm trying to go in order. I can't do it. I gave up. So I'm just skimming across. I got 2 grown men in here, my guys, both engaged, beautiful families on the way. Let me ask you guys, what does love mean to you guys?
Go ahead, Swoope.
All right. So, just in case my wife sees this, just so you know, I'm married. I'm not engaged. I gotta make sure.
I'm sorry, my fault. I'm speaking for Tim, my brother. Dog. You had the wedding.
Good,
nice pictures, folks. Hey, we here, bro. Both of them got a ring on. One's for real. One's on the way.
Yes, sir. Really, bro. It's really just being there always, like being able to accept that person, good things, all the flaws that come with them, and like respecting that person on a daily basis, no matter what kind of day they have, is the biggest way that I look at it. Especially like when you're going through a lot, whether it be marriage, pregnancy, ups and downs in a relationship, if you can respect your partner and always understand that they might have had a bad day and you're not getting the best version of them, that just is what it is. Like, you just got to power and work through that stuff. I've been with my wife since 2009, so we've kind of been through, bro. We had some breakups in between there through college and later in high school, but we were able to thug everything out together, bro. So that's definitely my ride or die for sure.
Damn. Now, Tim, what is love? In the middle of being frozen. Look at him.
Right, he's thinking.
Because to me, as a single guy, I want to hear his. There we go. Tim, what is love to you, Colorado mountain man?
Whew, man, it's a lot of the stuff that Swoope said, but I mean, bro, it's just when someone can get as close to you and kind of just be like your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, me and her moved out here. I mean, we're by ourselves with no family, no friends from the Lou or anybody from Florida, as much as we want to see them. So if you're willing to make that jump and be out there with them, I mean, it kind of says it all. But yeah, she's my best friend. We've been together ourselves for about 8 to 9 years now. I don't know what I would do without that girl, but yeah, man, it just kind of says it all, what you're able to achieve and what you're able to do with that person. So,
oh yeah, friendship is a foundation for sure.
It's crazy. I let my parents know. I saw them. I was like, hey, I got Timmy Debish coming on. They were huge fans of Timmy Debish. Let them know you're getting engaged. Like, oh, the pretty girl you be the turtle with? I'm like, yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
wow, there you go. That's
going in.
Well, I missed the turtle, dog. I missed the turtle.
The turtle wings. Come on now. We got to ship them out to you.
I got to get you some sauce.
Please, bro. I'm dying over here, man.
And just before we get off the love topic, we can't get it too crazy on this fucking Wild podcast. But as a single guy, I wanted to hear that from you guys. That's my age, younger, but have really put the work in. As you guys heard, this is almost decades of relationships, of love. Trials, tribulations, rough, stayed together, solid. To me, love is just all the little things, the small details. I like the flaws. Not even that I like them, I accept them, and it's cool. I get a high from being with her. I've never been married, never been engaged, but I've been in love before, I feel like. So I know what the feeling was like. But for you guys that really made the commitment, are locked in, I just wanted to hear what it's like, man. And now, are there moments where your partner makes you better, pulls you up, where you couldn't have done it on your own? Because I think that's where guys like me, who's like, oh, I'm fine, girls are cool, but we're missing that love and that upbringing that we would never even know without a real partner.
You want to go ahead first, Tim?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I mean, bro, it's just it's crazy because it's kind of just like the reassurance, like everything's gonna be okay no matter what, right? Like, so I mean, you may have the worst fucking day possible, or you may have like a terrible experience, something, and bro, like when you come home, like, you know, everything's good. Like, you know, she makes you feel like everything's straight and everything's gonna be all right, you know. And honestly, on top of that, like once you get a little older, like I know, you know, Kate and Swoope since high school and stuff too, but like once you get a little older and you start to
getting into the meat of it too.
It's quick intervals though. It's quick intervals. He comes right back.
Right. What was the original question though, Wado?
Basically, how much does your partner, your guy's wife, fiance, bring you up, elevate your mood, uplift you, where without them it wouldn't have happened? Because I feel like a lot of single guys are like, man, I'm a savage, I'm gonna tough it out. A girl's just extra, pretty girl.
Right.
We fail to realize how much they do elevate you and bring you up.
Facts.
Tim, you want to finish what you were saying, or are you good?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just touch on it really quick and then I'll just let you ride. But yeah, no, bro, especially when you get older too, bro, you start to realize, bro, like when you guys move in together, everything is a teamwork, bro. They uplift you in everything, you know, regardless whether it's going to be a job, whether it's going to be, you know, basketball, bro. Like even having my girl in the stands for like my rec leagues that I be going at, bro, means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how much they do for you and what they can do for you. But yeah, go ahead, Swoope.
I would totally agree with that, bro. Like, there's never been anything I've tried to pursue in my life that my wife wasn't, even when she wasn't my wife, when she was my fiance or just my girlfriend. There's never been anything that I've tried to pursue that she wasn't like 100% all in on. And I think as somebody who feels like, you know, sometimes I got maybe, I don't know how this is going to sound, but maybe too many talents, maybe my hand is in too many places. Yeah. She's always one to kind of reel me in and tell me like, yo, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, you can do anything you put your mind to. Like, I've never seen you fail at something that you tried. So even if you don't get the result that you're looking for, you know, a lot of times great things come from just putting in that effort. And when you have somebody that can assure you that that effort is in the right direction, you know, there's nothing but, you know, comfortability there in that relationship.
Right there, man. The reassurance is huge. I preach that on my friends, you know, just support somebody. Sometimes it's all it takes is, hey, I believe in you.
Right.
Because we're all self-doubting, you know, self-confidence is a huge issue these days for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And what do you do with that as a coach, Swoope, when you see kids that are talented, but their confidence isn't there? You see what they can do, but the confidence isn't there.
I think confidence comes from two things, either being in a situation previously or preparing yourself, right? So like in terms of sports, when you prepare yourself properly, like good things are going to happen. It might not always be the result that you want, but good things are going to happen in the long term. So always just like working at certain things, you know, whether it be if you're talking baseball, hitting defense, if you're the fastest guy, just continue to work on whatever your strengths are and also work on your weaknesses. And just know at some point, you know, those things, that work that you put in, it's going to be time to display that shit. And you're either going to be ready for the moment or you're not. And if you're not ready for the moment, if you're not comfortable in that moment, then that just means that you feel like you didn't put in enough work. And I feel like that could go, that's just life.
Yeah.
Just life. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, bro. That's like a saying that I use to all my players. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. So when opportunity's here, you got to take her and you got to go. She ain't coming back for a second.
You got to go. And we got a fam in the chat real quick. Nick Stromack coming up here saying, one time for Centennial, Eagle fam or die. I know he was hearing us talking a little down on. Shout out to my boy Nick.
Yikes.
Shout out Stromack. I know that name from somewhere. I don't know if I know Nick like that, but I definitely know the name Nick Stromack.
Yeah, I know Stromack, but yeah, that's rough.
You gotta just put him on one time. Yeah, Centennial, man. I love you guys, but god damn. Now this is some real talk, man. This is some real shit, man. Because I gotta write all these notes down when I find that one. Okay, my boy's engaged. Tim still got a chance, okay. He's not locked in all the way yet. Swoope, you locked
He's
in,
done.
dog.
He's done.
Me?
Wide up.
Oh, I know he's done, dog. He's been done, and it's all good. And I mean, I've seen Tim glow. You're way more close, man. You're his fucking brother for real, but Tim's been glowing. And I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's the family. I don't know if it's the Colorado air, but and Tim has always been that vibrant guy, man. He compliments me. It means so much more. Fucking Tim Debish, and he acts like he's man. You know what I mean? Like, wow, bro, you're slow down, bro. You're Tim fucking Debish. Right. So I just love to see you shine, bro.
Oh, I didn't know he was frozen again.
I know. I'm waiting on him to talk. I'm like, this man.
Right,
Tim.
right. But no, he really does. He's got so much good stuff going for him right now, bro. He's really killing it in all aspects of life, bro. And I'm sure getting ready to be a family man and be a father and be married and all those things. Already a happy dude, bro. I can only feel like that would just bring more positivity into your life and bring you more light.
I appreciate that, y'all boys.
Dad
already,
life.
Brother boy smiling from ear to ear. We love that,
dad life.
Already said, eat it up, more. You're like, fam.
Now, real quick, I had to bring this up. Now, Tim, while you were in high school, obviously you're a legend. Sunshine was in full of fucking effect. Because of that, anybody who was white who had a little long hair became Sunshine 2.0, Little Timmy 2.0. So how many little Timmys did you know? Did you like that? Because I knew plenty of Timmys. My hair wasn't long enough, but I knew plenty Timmy 2.0s that took that shit as a badge of honor.
A badge of honor.
Calling it like it is, dog. Calling it like it is, dog.
Hilarious.
Did you know or no? Did you see more Treasure Coast guys with the hair going? Because Timmy, you were an icon. You heard Frank.
That.
He wanted your girls. He wanted your shot.
I mean, bro, we had the one kid. I forgot his name. What I forgot
Timmy
his name.
2.0. I was Timmy 2.0.
Yeah, it was something like that. I forgot what we named him. They made him a nickname because everybody kept calling me Sunshine when I first got to my freshman year because I played football. And
Right.
And when I got my senior year, I think it was, this kid came up. He was a freshman, had long black hair, kind of just, bro, same similar style and stuff. I think they called him like Midnight or some shit like that.
Sunshine at midnight.
Yeah, man. So I mean, maybe so. Honestly, I took the long hair as a point to kind of just stand out in general, just to not be like everybody else. So, but yeah, man, I would hope so. I hope everybody rocking that long hair still, man. Gotta keep it going.
You know it. Got to keep it going now. So Blair left out of here. I wanted him to be in here for this. So Tim, I don't know if you remember this. This shocked me, but I was a part of a Minsky men's league later on in life team with me, Blair, Tim, an all-star team, and Tim got real mad at the end of the game over some fouls and terrible reffing. And for the first time, Tim got ejected and the game was ended for 2 techs in a row, and I'd never seen it. Swoope, I don't know if you ever saw this man like that.
Never seen. That's out of character.
Mitri told him, Tim, because it's Tim. His name should be up in the rafters. Tim, I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do? Tech me? I don't give a fuck. Ended the game right there. And I think he ended the game because it's Tim. Anybody else, just get him out the game. Right, it's Tim, the poster man. Like, we got to slow it down. Shut the shit.
Right.
Get everybody out of here. You remember that, Tim?
Story.
Ejected. Was it the first? Was it one of one, Tim? How many times have you been ejected? Because I was there, brother, and I left out of that game hyped. Fuck it. They can have the win.
Yo, that's hilarious.
These bros. Oh, bro. So I couldn't believe, like, we're down like 4 minutes to go. Just terrible calls. He's not getting shit. And they gave the other team a call, and Tim lost it.
Yeah, I do remember that. It's so funny, bro. I don't even be thinking about this shit. It's so crazy. Yeah, bro, I lost my fucking mind that game. Bro, they just were not calling good calls, and that one kid, there was at the end of the game when he got a call, and dude, I just lost my mind, bro. I just had to let him know how I felt. I had to let everybody in the gym know how I felt.
What, you gonna attack me?
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
that,
bro, it's crazy. And I never get texts. I've never been ever thrown out of a game or even like ended the game on that stuff.
Yeah, you've done some game breakers. I've done some game breakers, but that was literally we're ending it. Stop.
Wait, so the game ended after you got teed up?
There was still 4 minutes on the clock.
They were just like, "Yo,
we're done."
Calling it.
What? Who was
We're
it?
done.
Dimitri? Was
Demetrius
Yeah.
called
or
it.
Ron?
Demetrius
Okay.
called it.
Okay.
Yeah, he called the game after that.
And I think he did that because it was Tim. That'd be like
Yeah,
Dwayne Wade at the Heat facility putting a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, you're the man. Like,
This is your building.
this is yeah. And I just I had to write that down, dog. This motherfucker said, "What are you gonna do? Tech me? What the fuck are you gonna do? Tech me?"
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Bro, that's so funny. I remember that. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they better shut that shit down.
I'm hitting the turtle either way. Either way, I'm hitting the turtle. What tech me?
Tim, you must have been out of pocket because that is very out of character.
Bro, super out of pocket, bro.
Tim ejected from a basketball game. I could not believe it, but I was with it.
I
was
can't
hyped.
believe it.
I was just so hyped, dog.
Bro, our team was raw, too. Oh, my God.
We were stacked. We were stacked, dog. We were stacked, dog. It doesn't even make sense.
No, it really doesn't, bro. I wish we had the camera out for that, man, because those were legendary.
So let's break it down. You're a big LeBron guy, Tim. Let's hear it from the man himself. Are the Lakers done? Does LeBron still got it in him? Because I believe as long as LeBron's there, they got a fucking chance. But is it getting to that period where I don't know? Because we know you're riding with the Lakers, wherever your boy is. But this year, dog, what are we talking about? Do we need help?
Oh, man, bro, we need help. I just think, it's crazy because I love Bron so much, but I think we're finally falling into that category of like, Bron can't do it all anymore. Like he can't, because like in the Cavs.
Damn it. For those joining in, Tim is on some Colorado mountain Wi-Fi, so he goes in and out just like the mountain lions that are probably roaming his backyard as we speak. So, and he's back.
My fault. I don't know. Sheesh. But yeah, no, I just think we're moving into that phase where Bron can't do it all by himself again. Because bro, if you look at some of the teams that he had on, especially with the Cavs, like with just Kyrie, bro, they had no business being in the finals playing Kevin Durant, Steph, and Clay and all them, bro. And he dragged them to the finals. So like, I just don't think he can do that anymore. But we got to do something, bro. My boy needs some help, so we got to send an SOS soon.
And so I broke down earlier on the show that Tim's brothers literally promote him on Instagram. They're his Instagram life through their Instagrams because my dog doesn't believe in social media. Tim, why is that? Why no Instagram? Why no social? Are we tripping for not being like you? What's the deal, dog? Are you ever gonna join Instagram? Again,
I gotta hear this.
Frozen. Yeah, we gotta hear it because he's been on a few times and he goes off. Every time I see y'all post him, I'm like, Tim, there he is. No Instagram, Tim.
With no tag.
No tag. The tag is literally no Instagram, Tim.
The hashtag is right, Tim. Yeah, Instagramless Tim.
Bro, so I'll tell you. So it's a couple of reasons, but the two biggest ones, bro. So the first huge reason, bro. So like, I don't know if you guys ever woke up one day and kind of realized something like, but like I woke up one day and I went to the Turtle with my girl and stuff, and bro, I just see everybody just either just swiping right, swiping left, or they're on Instagram posting a picture on some shit like that. And bro, like you're not even like, engaging in a conversation with nobody across from you. And even with my boys sometimes, like with Swoope, not Swoope in general, but like with Five and stuff, and they want to go to the club and stuff, and I've been gone for a while. It's like, bro, last place I want to fucking go is a place where I can't talk to you and hear you into loud music and stuff like that. So that was like a big part of it, just being like not constantly on my phone anymore, bro. Like I can put my phone in my pocket and I don't got to check shit. I don't got to worry about nothing. But the other huge one was like, bro, like I'm getting older to a point now where it's like, bro, I have a select group of people that I talk to every single day of my life, bro. Like even being in Colorado for the last 3 years, bro, I talked to Swoope, and my other group of friends, like, every single day. And it's not hard to pick up the phone and give me a call or give me a text or Snapchat, if you have my number. And just check on your boy or just see what I'm doing or anything like that. So I figured, like, I don't have to watch somebody's life from afar. They could always contact me, or I could always, call Swoope, or I can call Five and call Dre, some of my boys, and whenever I want to, and check in and make sure the fam is good and stuff like that, because I have that bond with them. Like, I don't need to check on nobody else. So honestly, that's pretty much it, bro. And that's I just don't need that shit. It's just that's how it is.
And you've been going so strong. It's like, what are you missing? What is he missing?
Right.
No,
it's toxic,
facts,
Swoope.
man.
It's fucking toxic these days
Bro,
on social media, dog.
It really is, bro. It really is. I wish that I had the willpower to do that. I definitely am conscious of how much I'm on my phone, but bro, it's still a problem. So, bro, more power to you for doing that, because especially in today's age, even with grown men like us, that shit is not easy.
Bro, and it's not, and you gotta, especially Swoope Coaching, me, podcast, music. If you're using it as a promotion, as marketing, it's one thing. But the people that we see, literally, it's their life.
Right.
Before they eat a bite of the food, they gotta snap it, gotta post it.
Exactly, bro. And that's what I was gonna say too, bro. If you're doing it for a different reason of like whether it's promotion, or something like that, bro, more power to you. Like, go for it. Like, that's the way to go, especially nowadays and age. But like for me personally, bro, like I don't gotta promote shit. Like, I have nothing going on. I play basketball, I climb mountains, bro. I have a fiance, I'm about to have a kid. And I have my certain boys, bro. You have my number. You have my number. Like, why do I need to follow some, Randy Joe that's going on in Stewart? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
a lot of people like to show that life. And there's a lot of people like them that like to live that life.
Bro, but do something that you enjoy that makes you happy, rather than like, I'm gonna do this so everybody else is jealous as fuck of me, and that's what I'm doing. Like, I don't climb mountains for anybody else's enjoyment. Like, I do it for myself. I don't need to showboat that. So that's my advice to everybody. Do something you enjoy rather than just trying to show it off.
Now, both of you guys question, not even so much because now you're starting family, but going upwards, how important is family to you guys? And even around brothers, sisters, and upwards, how important is family?
I would say that to me, family is everything, bro. Like, I grew up with a really close-knit family, grew up with really just my mother raising me, my younger sister who's 24, and then my younger brother who just turned 15. He's going into his sophomore year. Shout out my little bro. He's going to be the next big hooper out of Sanderson County. He's got the shop, bro.
Putting in work now. I see him.
And he's just a workhorse, bro. But to me, family is everything, bro. And not just like family that you grew up with, like immediate family, mom, dad, and pops, but like I said, bro, my brothers are my family, bro. Those are the ones I lean on when shit gets tough. When I don't know what's going on, when something happens in my relationship and I might want a different perspective from somebody that's outside of my relationship or anything, bro. Like, family's everything. Having a good support system in anything that you're trying to pursue, or even just in life, is crucial, because there's going to be times where you can't do that shit alone, bro. It don't matter what you're pursuing.
No, facts, bro. And I know it's a little different because I moved out here to Colorado and I don't have no family or nothing out here, so it was a lot different. It's just me, my fiance, and obviously my soon-to-be child. But no, my family, I love my family. It was nothing against them or anything like that of me moving away. It was more so of like, bro, there's 50 states out there just in our our country. Like, bro, go explore one of them, and I promise you'll probably like it more than where we've been at in the Loop, And so I still talk to my brothers, and I talk to my mom, I talk to my dad every single day. None of that shit changes just because I'm over here. They've been over here. They see where I stay. So yeah, man, family is everything. And again, man, like I said, I talk to my group, my boys, like Swoope said, my brothers, and I'll always be there for them, and they'll always be there for me. And I don't see why that shit changes. So
I don't see it changing at all. And now the way I look at it is when people branch off, now Tim's whole friend group has a destination. Colorado's one. And the more people break off, the more destination everyone's got. So it's like, damn, it's almost a good thing.
Yeah, facts, bro. Just another vacation, dog.
Gives you a reason to travel somewhere.
Reason to travel, reason to go. Now, what are we're bigging up Colorado now. Like, we all want to move out of here. I'm a Florida boy. I ain't fucking going nowhere, my dog. What are the downfalls of Colorado? You got to keep it real on this Wide Open podcast. What are the downfalls if you had to break up any? Because we got a lot for Florida.
Yeah.
What are the downfalls of Colorado?
Bro, what are the downfalls for Colorado? It's crazy because I don't want to play dumb like I don't know any, but
Yeah.
I would say, bro, the Hoopers, man, to be real, like just to keep it a buck. Bro, the Hoopers out here are straight, but like some of them walk around like they're like the best shit ever, and they've been kind of trash.
Right.
But yeah, I would say the biggest thing is the athleticism around these, around this area. There's not too many good athletic, people down here. More so like they're tall and big. But yeah, I would say that. And besides that, just not my family and my boys not being here. That's about it. Like
what about the
other than
destinations or the distances? In my head, it takes you an hour to go to the grocery store and then 45 minutes to get your hair cut. Like, what's the distances like? Or am I wrong there?
Yeah, no. So Pete, Colorado, where I live is Colorado State University. So Colorado State University is right next door. It's down the road. So we live in a city. It's just, I think what makes it so nice is that the mountains are also like just right here too, and it's a bike ride away as well. So like you can still get to everywhere. Bro, I don't live in bumfuck. You know what I mean?
I just gotta paint. I gotta paint that a little bit.
Why made it sound like you was in the boonies, bro?
I gotta paint it a little bit like that, dog. I gotta make it
I'm
one.
starting firewood, trying to get this going.
Right.
Like,
That's how you made it sound.
Out of a wood cabin house. Hey, you never know, dog. Just had to throw that out there, my guy.
Nah, you're good, man. Yeah, bro, we chilling.
But I bet it goes from city to real quick.
Oh yeah, real quick, bro. Real quick. Absolutely.
And so, like your mountain days, how long does that take you to get to? You park somewhere like a meeting ground, and then you just there you go. Good luck.
Yeah. No,
See you at the top.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is?
Bro, facts. Yeah, bro. Listen, so it's crazy. So it just depends on what you decide to do. Like I said, I'm doing 14ers right now, and they're hard as fuck. Like it takes, it takes some getting used to because you got to remember that the altitude is rough here too, bro. So you start getting a little too high, bro. Your head starts spinning. You start running out of breath. And I think that's why I like it so much is that it's just another challenge. I love challenges. Bro, give me a tennis racket and all my boys are playing tennis. And I promise you by the end of the day, I'm going to be like 6-0. And that's just how I'll get it.
Are you hiking alone? Do you always got your fiance with you? Are you?
Nah, I'm hiking dolo, baby.
Really? Are they got chaperones out there?
Chaperone, sign my name on the list so
on
I can
the waiver.
go.
Oh
Yeah.
So I could go.
Hey, baby, you
Like a
gotta
guide?
sign it so I can go. Yeah, you're crazy.
So you just park up there and say, "All right, Tim, we'll start now."
Yeah. And I'm
You
out
just
of there.
go.
Yeah, bro. I go alone. She's tried a couple of times, but again, man, the altitude is rough for some people, and without being used to it and continuously doing it a lot, it really can affect somebody, whether they just get really sick and shit. Like, bro, there's like altitude bars
sickness is
here
real.
where it's oxygen bars here, bro. So you can pull up, grab a brew, and get some oxygen. Like, for Christ's
That's
sake,
so
bro.
different.
Yeah.
Suit up real quick.
Yeah,
And so when you're
I
making
mean,
your way up, when you're ascending, do you have to like take breaks? Even though you,
no, you're good. So yeah, not really. So you have to, just because you're tired, because I mean you're going up like a straight up incline, bro. So, and you're losing air as you go up. So like if you first came to Colorado and you ain't never been here, bro, just go up one flight of stairs and tell me how you feel, and you'll start to breathe heavy. You'll be like, bro, why am I out of breath? Like, what am I doing? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, am I that out of shape? And it's really just not. It's just, it's the altitude. Air. So, yeah, bro, like, you got to take some breaks just to kind of give your body a little bit. But, like, no, for the 14ers and stuff, if you've done them enough, you can just walk right up them bitches if you have the stamina for it.
Yeah, even when I went to Connecticut, going up the stairs of the dorms, I was like, what the fuck, Wado?
Yeah, bro.
It was that elevation, dog. It's just different than that flat ground. And imagine Colorado, like, damn.
Yeah, no, I feel that, bro. Where were you in Connecticut, by the way?
Me, Frank, Allen, all them boys came up there with me. We were in New London, Connecticut, right next to the water.
I've heard of New London.
Right next to the water. So we got it cold.
Yeah, I bet, bro, because that East Coast shit is way different. My family is from Connecticut, and they were in Sonia and Milford and all that shit up there. Like, And I'm not expecting you to know every fucking city in Connecticut. You play ball there, you know. That's it. Like I don't know every place.
We went out of town when we won. We went out of town to go hit the club nights on the party scene. So we went from town to town over there.
Hey, all right.
Now, what's the nightlife out there? Do you have a turtle? Do you have a spot you go to? Are you kind of still looking? What's it like 3 years deep?
Bro, now listen, you hitting me with that, I can finally tell you what the shitty part of this place is. And it's the food, dog. This food is trash up here, bro.
Really?
It's awful, bro. It's everybody's healthy up here. Like a lot of people really strive to be like healthy and outdoors. Like that's another good thing. You'll see a lot of people outside and walking and shit. But bro, their food is trash. And no, we don't have no turtle. I wish we had a turtle. I wish we had anything close like that, bro. But yeah, no, unfortunately, we don't got no good shit.
So you
like
don't
that.
have a wing spot at all, like no spot to grab wings from.
Bro, they had a cover out here. It was Jim's Wings, and I hope Jim's Wings is watching this shit because y'all are trash too, bro. Jim's Wings, bro. They're like they were ranked number 1 in Colorado, bro. The wings are like, bro, the size of a battery. Like, bro, yeah, they're yeah,
right.
bro. Go ahead and eat that and put bone in. I want bone in, and that's how you're eating it, bro. So it's like I could give it to my infant, you know, like, bro.
That's surprising with the
So,
college right there. You would think the college town would have popping sport bars.
You would think.
Nothing.
We got Buffalo Wild Wings. Holla at your boy.
That must be at Colorado University of Colorado.
Don't let him fool you. When he's home at the Lou, he's still be trying to get me to hit B-dubs.
B-dubs.
D shit.
Tim rocks with B-dubs.
B-dubs. I'm saying he's a sports bar guy. He's a sports bar guy.
Oh, facts, bro. I'm going out to the bars all the time.
All he needs is a Bud Light. That's it.
Bud Light.
Bro, I'm still waiting on their sponsorship, bro. Dude,
right,
hook your boy up, man.
Duke.
He said.
Hook me up, man. Damn.
Now, you still going to be as big of a Duke fan now that Coach K is walking away?
Yeah, bro, I have to. You know, like, I know he's walking away, and that sucks. But, bro, somebody got to pick up Bronny. Somebody go get my dog. You feel me?
Hey.
So,
and I'm a fan of Shire. John Shire's taking the head coaching spot, right? He was a player.
Yeah, he was the assistant coach. Yeah, he's straight, bro. I'll take him all day. I was really hoping that it wouldn't fall off just because I know how big of a name Coach K is, you know, to Duke. But, like, you know, the same shit happened with North Carolina. You know, they lost their coach, and they were still good, bro. Still made it. So, like, I was hoping that nothing really changed. So, yeah, I'm Duke bound to the grave, baby.
Now, Swoope, baseball's popping off big time right now, dog. You a fan of the modern day MLB? Is it? Because a lot of sports people are like, oh, it's soft. It's a new era. Is MLB one of the ones that it's a nice time to watch MLB? Let me know, dog.
Yeah, I would say only just because they're allowing almost like an urban flash to the game. Like, I know we had that conversation earlier about kids and like the highlight clips and all that kind of shit and the showboating, which, again, like, I'm cool with it as long as it's not excessive. But I would say right now, Major League Baseball players have probably more so than ever are allowed to like be themselves as far as like wearing big chains and wearing custom cleats. And like, I just like to see that stuff, bro. I think that's advancing the game. And I think that's putting the game in a good place.
Now, what about the pitchers, the hitters? I mean, we got some fucking dogs right now, man. Judge, Ohtani. I mean, hey.
Right. Listen, shout out Judge. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. So Judge is doing his thing. Hopefully we pay that man. Ohtani is one of the best baseball players to ever walk foot on this earth, bro. When you can throw 100+ miles an hour, then also hit the ball 510 feet, you're a different breed, bro. So, and when you can do that in the same game, when you can start in right field and then come in to close the game, when you're 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs, you're different, bro.
You saw him do the little ball flip in the dugout, and he made it roll. Like, why are you so good at everything?
At everything you do.
And so on that note, Tim, let me ask. I might be speaking for you, dog. I wasn't a big baseball guy. You play a little bit. Swoope. How fun are the little mini baseball games that all the baseball players get to play? Like that shit in the dugout when it's a rain delay, the little shit y'all play. No other sport has the little mini games like baseball does, dog.
I was never really into that shit. To be
Never.
honest.
Okay.
Never. In a
Business.
rain delay, I'm going. Yeah, when a rain delay, I'm going to my locker and I'm sitting on my phone until it's time to play. When the lightning alarm goes back off and we can play, let me know. I'm strapped up, ready to go. I'm booted up.
But there were players on your team though that were playing these.
Oh, bro, dude, I've seen the corniest. Like, I've seen people draw tic-tac-toe on a baseball and throw it over to the kids in the other dugout. I've seen people do dance-offs and rain delays.
Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
people do. I don't know, bro.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
That's just not.
I had to ask,
Yeah.
like, cause I'm like, imagine being in there, all these mini games and shit. Like,
You said mini games like it's an
Yeah, they
arcade.
gotta be
like
mini
they got
games.
side games.
Super play.
Right. You got super play mini games. Yeah, bro. I was never into that, to be honest with you. But it's definitely I don't know. Baseball players are weird, bro. A lot of baseball players are just different dudes. So you will find a lot of guys who are like into that kind of shit, to be honest.
yeah. So I'll stay on you, Swoope, for a little bit. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. What's the hardest pitch for you to hit, if there is one? Or is it even the pitch itself or the pitcher?
Tim's pitch.
Tim's
pitch.
Tim, I would have took you deep. I would have took you 550.
Yeah, right. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, I had that cannon back in the day, boy. It was Swoope. I heard Tim's really good, boy. You might want to watch out
Babe
for that.
Ruth. That's not even real.
Hey, you feel me? Like, all right.
Yeah, I was out there, Babe Ruth swinging.
Yeah,
Hey,
the hardest pitch is fastball, bro. You try hitting something that's 101 miles an hour from 65 feet away when you got literally quicker than the blink of an eye to decide whether you're going to swing or not. And then after that, somebody throws a curveball that's 82, that's going up to down and breaking at the last second. Fastball is hardest pitch to hit, especially if somebody's tall, lanky, and lefty. Like Wyatt, if you were a baseball player and you threw lefty, you would be a problem. What are you, 6'4", 6'3"?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Bro, so think about it. That 60-foot mound is you're really throwing from like 57 feet when you stretch out and throw the ball.
Yeah.
Bro, Wyatt could fucking hand off to the catcher.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. Randy Johnson.
Lay it up in his glove.
Randy Johnson bust birds open over the plate.
Bro, what? That's literally exactly who I thought about, Randy Johnson.
Well, Wyatt,
lefty that throws hard, any lefty that throws hard, that's got to be the hardest to hit.
And as a shortstop, what's the hardest throw to make?
I made every play, bro. There was never a play that was too hard for me, to be honest with you. But probably the play in the hole, throwing away from across your body. Yeah, just because your momentum's going the completely opposite direction, it takes a level of athleticism and arm strength, and also just like accuracy and feel for the game, bro. Like a mental clock. Okay, how the runner that hit it, he's the leadoff hitter, so he's probably a good runner. I got to get rid of this ball ASAP. Doesn't matter if it's on the dot or if it's a long hop that my first baseman could just scoop. Like you just got to have feel for the game.
That's what I couldn't ever grasp to the high level. I played men's softball. I'm out there killing shit, but knowing, okay, if this happens, I need to make this move. This is the right play. Like that, I couldn't do. I was always, I tell the baseball players, just yell where I need to throw it, and it's gonna come hard, dog.
Right.
It's gonna be some heat on that thing.
Yeah, they say baseball is a thinking man's game, bro. You got to be prepared because anything can happen at any given moment on any pitch. So you just got to be able to kind of think of everything real time and reaction time, and know that if this is what happens, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna trust that no matter what.
I mean, that's tough to me, dog. I couldn't ever.
Which is so different from basketball, though, because I feel like basketball is like reactionary. Like if you think like that in basketball, bro, you're gonna miss an assignment on defense. You're gonna miss an open man on a play, on a cut, on a screen, whatever it is. So there's just two totally different sports, obviously, but too much. The mindsets are much different, I would think.
So this might be off the script, but Swoope, as a D1 real college baseball player, real baseball coach, I have a crazy thought, and I want to know if you agree with me on this. Okay. Is baseball the only sport that you can remove the coach or manager, and the game will go? We'll be okay. It won't be as much of an impact as you take the basketball coach, lose it. Football coach, big deal. Is baseball? Do you agree with that as a real baseball player? Could the players manage it on their own? Or does that manager have an impact that we don't see?
Players can manage it on their own. Well, no, I think the managers have an impact, but I think that it would be the same thing as any other sport. Like I would say a pitcher is most similar to a quarterback or a point guard. And so the play never happens until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, right? So if my point guard's bringing it up, no play's initiated until my guard gets rid of the ball. Same thing with football. My quarterback's either going to hand that ball off or he's going to drop back and pass it. And until then, no advancement can be made on the play. I think that,
but just in terms of like the football is still going to make the play. I doubt there's any quarterbacks that are going to be able to call plays throughout the game. Baseball, are there plays besides just switching and, lineups?
When you get to the higher and more advanced levels, catchers are normally calling their own pitches. Sometimes you'll get pitching coaches that will call pitches, but a lot of the times, if a pitching coach has like a lot of trust in his catcher, the catcher will call the game. There's plays, but like for specific things, like if you're bunting and there's a man on first and we want to try and get the lead runner that's running from first to second, or if it's second and first and they're trying to advance on a sack bunt and move, like I'm not going to go crazy in depth, but there's definitely plays, but that could all be communicated without a coach, to be honest with you. That's why I said earlier, like, you got to understand you're the coach. You take yourself out of it. Like, the players are going to play. So if you're a coach, you just need to stay in that lane and do what you're supposed to do.
God damn, Kyrie.
You hear
stay in your lane. We don't need the coaches. We run the practices. We do exactly what we want to do. We don't even need the coach.
Damn. Boy, spitting on him now, Tim.
No, I'm just saying though. I gave both. Listen, I honestly, I need really straight up didn't answer the question because I kind of agree both ways.
Right. Yeah. But I see what you're saying though. But I'm like, that's why it's called a manager and not a head coach.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm
that's
like,
a good point though.
I like to see it, but like while I'm watching baseball, I love to play. Watching is hard for me on TV sometimes, but I hate when we're showing the manager for 20 straight seconds as he's chewing his sunflower seeds in his gun.
And spitting them out. Yep.
Right.
He's not doing nothing. What do we like? If it's a basketball coach, okay, he's doing something. Football coach, he's doing something.
Right.
The manager is just.
That's it.
Chilling, bro.
At the top step, spitting sunflower seeds.
Getting millions.
Getting millions. Stupid money.
Now, Swoope, I want to ask you real quick. Now, Tim, let me know if I'm taking too much of time, dog. We just vibing, man. You are legendary. But Swoope,
oh, bro, I'm chilling.
Okay, perfect. A lot of people are going viral on the clip of the two kids of the Little League where the pitcher hit the batter. Batter gets the first, and he goes and hugs him. A lot of people say, oh, it's too soft. They don't like that. What's your thoughts on that at that level?
Ooh, that's a good one.
On both the pitcher crying, because that's where I have an issue with the pitcher just and the runner going to console him.
My first thought was the pitcher should be consoling the kid that he just drilled in the side of the head. Like, the kid that's got drilled in the side of the head is probably the kid that should be crying. But I think especially in like Little League and without a doubt the Little League World Series, bro, like as long as it's been on, they always want to promote like good sportsmanship. So I think it is nice to see that. I don't really feel no way about it. I mean, I guess it was cool. Like, it's not something that I saw and I was like tearing up. Oh, this is the most wholesome thing I've ever seen. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I just wasn't like that. But it is good. It's good to know that the kid was okay. I'm sure that the pitcher was worried. I'm sure that he had a little bit of anxiety. Like, damn, I just drilled this kid on national TV.
Right.
What if I do it again to the next batter? So I'm sure the batter coming over there kind of calmed his nerves. There's definitely some intensity and some nerves being rattled there, but I didn't really feel no way about it. It didn't make me. I wasn't going crazy.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys peeped Last Chance U on Netflix. You show Coach JB as my guy, but he was talking about this and he was upset. This like soft generation, but in my opinion, I would much rather see that than what we talked about earlier, the kids playing basketball, football highlights, trashing each other off of a one little 10-yard slant route on 7-on-7.
All right.
Talking about head on your head. What are we doing? I'd much rather see hey, it's okay, guy, than trying to be aggressive, be dogs or whatever. And it's for what? You didn't win nothing.
I definitely agree with that. I agree with that.
No,
so
how do you feel about it, Tim? Did you see that clip or not?
No, I did. I honestly don't know how. I mean, bro, baseball is such a different sport, bro. I mean, like, you're talking about a ball that's coming 80 to 100 miles per hour and you get hit in the dome. Like, I mean, I feel like that's a little different. Like, that basketball stuff, like you were saying, bro, like, I hate that shit, bro. That used to drive me nuts. Because, like, I was quiet. Like, I would let you know I'm here, but, like, I was always, like, humble about it. So, like, bro, baseball is such a different animal. I feel like you get domed in the head like that. I mean, I'd like to see a fucking apology, you know?
Yeah, and it wasn't like he tore his ankle going for a ball that he smoked.
No.
You know, getting hit is part of the game, I guess, but it's not something you want in the game. So when it's that, I feel, hey, it's okay to go check on that guy.
Right.
Absolutely.
I wasn't that upset with it. But I had to ask y'all boys. Now, moving forward, any future plans for you guys? Obviously, Swoope, man, coaching, got big plans. Younger brother, as we know, Brad, draft prospect. Okay. Tim out in Colorado, what's the future plans for you guys, man?
What you got, Derb? Talk to me. Talk to me, my boy.
I mean,
He probably has to go to the top of the mountain to get clear his thoughts these days.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Well, like, no, I'm actually about to go pick up Brandon Jenner in a few minutes from the airport. But
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean nothing crazy. I do have a wedding coming up. I'll be getting married in Colorado next year. So yeah, so I'll be knocking that out. Yeah.
Excited for that? Nervous? Gonna cry? Come on now, dog. I think it's gonna be tears flowing, Tim.
I've never seen Tim cry in my life. That'll be the day.
That's got to be the day, right? I mean,
that'll have to be the day. If you don't cry on your wedding day, you're not human.
The one man that gives the most love is the one day that everyone is here to love on you guys. I think we might have a teardrop.
I think so. Yeah, you're definitely gonna cry on your wedding day, Tim, for sure.
Oh no, I mean I bet I wouldn't doubt it. I'm definitely gonna. I just you know, it's coming up soon, so we'll see how it goes, bro. And every time you ask me a question, this shit wants to cut off, bro. I get to hear Swoope's answer the whole time, and then Colorado's like, "Nah, chill. We gotta go. We gotta load. We gotta buffer real quick." I don't know what the fuck.
We got to buffer real quick. Holy shit! And what's the temperature out there right now for you?
Oh, bro, it's probably like, let me peep, bro, 74.
Oh my God, that's a different 74 from Florida 74.
Yeah, bro. And the sun is still out, bro. It's about to be 8. Sun's still beaming, so
that's beautiful.
Yeah, you get a lot of sunlight over the daylight, don't you?
yeah, bro. The sun don't come down officially until like 9, and it comes up at 5:30. So
damn,
up and Adams, fucking nuts.
Any future plans coming back to Florida? Any trips, or we up there for a long haul?
No, I mean, I have to go to a wedding, but it's gonna be a quick one, quick stop. But yeah, bro, I when I first moved here, I came to Florida a lot to visit everybody, you know, just to keep coming back. And bro, I think I'm good, especially after I have, you know, my baby girl and stuff like that. Like I'm not coming home. Like, bro, I like it. Unless, like I said, unless my girl really, really wants to come home, you know, I listen to whatever she says. You know, she runs the show. So, but if she's cool in it here, which I think she is, she got a great job and stuff, then, bro, Florida Tim is pretty much wrapped up.
Florida Tim wrapped up. Now, Swoope, I need to ask you this, dog. Real trainer, he's got a home gym. How important is it, not only as a trainer, but just as a real athlete, real dedicated man, how important is it to have that home gym, dog?
Oh, bro, it's crucial. That takes away the hardest part about the gym and working out is consistently getting there, right? Right. So if you could totally negate that, I mean, if you can't work out when it's in your living room, then it just ain't meant to be for you. You just don't have that willpower, straight up. But also let me say this, man. Hey, AS Training is in the building, man. If you're in St. Lucie, Martin County, you need athletic performance training, any sport, speed, agility, linear, lateral quickness. I'm your guy, man. We just opened up. We just had our official release. Any sport, doesn't matter if you're looking to train with elite professional type trainer, I'm your guy. Come holler at me. But to answer your question, like I said, I had to do that quick segue.
Always.
Yeah, bro. If you got it in your crib, it ain't no excuses. People like Tim who have to go and get up and go to the gym every day, even more power to you because you don't have that accessibility that's right in your garage, right through a doorstep. You got to actually get up and go and put in the work. So that's the hardest part.
I mean, because when I seen the home gym, I was like, damn, Swoope on another level right now. The guy next door, he's like 4 houses down from me. He's got a home gym. I see it. I'm like, damn, dog. I just need to go knock on the door and be like, hey, dog.
That's it. Hey, listen, Facebook Marketplace, bro. I got the whole squat rack for like $600 off Facebook Marketplace.
See, that's my thing. I was looking on real sites. So much money. So much hassle.
Damn near $2,500, $3,000.
Insane. For just the rack.
With the bar and maybe some weights.
Man, so Facebook Marketplace, I'm tripping.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Wyatt, you're fucking huge now, dog.
Slowly,
done
dog. We
beefed up,
slowly
man.
getting there. We slowly trying.
It's the shoulders. The shoulders look wider.
Broad, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got a lot
Broad.
smaller after when COVID hit and shit. I stopped going to gym and all that. I got a little bit smaller, but after high school, it was I cut soda out and my 3 P's: peanut butter and jelly, push-ups, and pull-ups. And then I made a YouTube or an Instagram video that kind of went viral. And the fourth one was that sweet pussy. So, hey, as y'all know, and all of a sudden, 15,000 likes on Instagram because I said I sweet pussy got me some weight. So, hey,
bro,
there you
perfect.
go. The
got to
fourth
figure out the algorithms. You got to figure out the algorithms, bro.
That's
It's
it.
sick. I know Swoope knows what I'm talking about, bro. It's sick. This
100%,
toxic ass Instagram.
100%.
Social
Yeah, he
media you got to
does.
fit into, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Fort Collins, Colorado. Tim Debish. They don't even know who the fuck is over there. They have no clue who their neighbor is, bro.
Hey, bro, they started to.
Them Anytime Fitness, they have no clue what white boy is walking in the gym with that fucking right arm black sleeve if you still got it, because god
Of
damn.
course, man. You know it. I've been playing a lot, bro. I still got the gun, bro. Matter of fact, bro, I hit you up last time I came down to the Lou. I was trying to get you
At
to
the
run
beach,
the five
right?
with us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It was a little too early for Wado. I was out the night before. I was like, I can't make it.
Nah, you're good, bro. But hey, that
Stewart Beach.
goes to the same thing. I'm just like, bro, I'm tapping in as soon as I come, bro. You feel me? Like it's just how it is. You're the homie, dog. Yeah.
And now before we get out, man, we just got to let the people know, just in case they didn't miss the beginning, we're talking to this guy.
This shit's going on a minute.
He said, we got everybody in the building. You couldn't even really hear. He said, I'm in the building. Brandon in the building.
Jesus.
Dre in the building. We in the building.
Bro, again, man, if anybody knows JoJo, take that shit off, bro.
Man, I got one on there. I could pull it up. I got one that's titled Wyatt. I shouldn't even say it right now, but there's one that's my whole name on that motherfucker, and it's me in 10th grade having a rap battle, destroying somebody in the middle of science class. 20-minute video on YouTube to this day. I'm like, take that shit down.
Take it down.
I won the battle, so I'm okay with it. If I'd lost, it'd been a different story, but same shit, dog. Them old clips are just, they stay on forever, dog.
They're brutal.
They say you gotta watch what you put on the internet these days, man.
They stay on forever.
Fuck.
But the way I look at it, if you a guy like Tim, you a guy like Swoope, you a guy who I'm trying to be like, if you're always honest, you always true to you, you don't got to worry about much.
Facts, man.
That's how I drive too. I don't drive super fast. I got a fucking Challenger and shit. I don't drive super fast. People are like, yo,
bro, I've
over
seen
there.
that shit. Oh my god.
I don't care if there's a cop around me, SWAT team, sheriff. I'm driving. They pull me over. It must be something else because I'm not doing nothing stupid. Fuck them.
Right.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah, bro. No, I've seen that Challenger too. That shit is gross. Oh my god,
I like it.
bro.
I had to get the little V8. It sounds nice for me.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. If people, bro, I wish you had a picture. Pull up picture now, boy. That shit red.
Right, the same way you just pulled up that video.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I got pictures on here. I just don't have nothing of that. I got nothing. This is old school. This is actually at Treasure Coast. Young Wado in the cut, trying to figure out what we're gonna do because fucking Timmy's going stupid over there. So let's regroup, dog.
Hey, really quick though, man, and I know I got to go pick up 5 pretty soon, but
yeah, man.
I always wanted to ask, bro, because I love hearing this shit. Bro, what did you guys ever for Port St. Lucie get like a list of our player, like our team that you were playing, and like what to do against them?
Like
I forgot what it's called.
Report.
Yeah, like did you guys ever get a scouting report, or did you guys never get one?
We never received a legit scouting report. Definitely not in high school. We would just know who the who's were, but it would be not beneficial to us because we'd be so worried about Tim that someone else would come do us crazy. We weren't worried about Garrett. Kyle's going through the lane. Someone else shooting. So it's just like we had Shelvick. You watch Sebastian, you know who Shelvick is. So we didn't have a legit list scouting report. It was just game film, listening to our assistant coaches, who's who.
Bet, yeah, because we got a scouting report all the time, bro. And I used to tell Dblair all the time, bro. We had a time where we played against you guys, and we had one for D. And bro, he was like, if I fucking see this kid throw up the 3 sign, bro, it's a suicide every fucking time we do it. So we made it a point not to ever see this stupid three that he would hold up like this, walking down the court. Like, so I didn't know if you guys had one or not.
Nah, bro, that's some T Coast. Like I said, y'all were the fucking Mecca, okay? Y'all in Martin County. I don't like to talk about them very often. I don't got a lot of homies over there. A lot of homies at T Coast, so we'll talk. Y'all were the hierarchy, okay? Y'all were fucking here, the money, the grades, the girls, the sports. Your whole gym looked different, dog. So it doesn't surprise me you had a fucking scouting report over all of us.
I feel that.
We just knew, Timmy, be prepared. Screens coming.
Well, I appreciate that. A lot of screens.
A lot of screens, dog. So, man, we'll wrap this shit up, man. I appreciate both of y'all joining, man. Any last words before we get out of here? Tim, we're gonna let you get the first, or Swoope, we'll let you get the first last words, because Tim, you got to have some last words for the people that don't see you on Instagram, all the T-Coast fanatics that haven't seen you in decades, dog. So, Swoope, any last words? And if you guys don't know, as I put up earlier, please follow my dog on Instagram if you want to elevate your game in any sport, basketball, football, baseball. He's the man.
Yes, sir. Tap in with me. But no, man, I appreciate you letting me be involved in this. Obviously, more than anything, I wasn't really here to answer questions, but I was just here to show love and support my brother, bro. Like I said, my first friend I could ever remember in life, bro. And no matter how far life takes us apart, like you said, a phone call, a text away, a FaceTime message away, that's all it takes, bro. And I can't wait for everything that you're gonna get ready to do in the future with your fiance and your baby to come. And I know you're gonna be a great father, bro. And I'm gonna be here every step of the way, bro. Like always, you're my brother for life. It's love, bro. Today was about you, bro. Coming here and reminiscing on memories that we have with you. So I'm definitely glad to see you on some form of social media, bro.
On something now. Hear his voice, we still got some Colorado Wi-Fi, but he's still here now.
You feel me? The struggle bus, I guess, bro. It's just wild. But no, I appreciate that, Swoope, bro. I mean, a lot. Definitely wasn't expecting to see you on here, bro. So listen, it means a lot, like always, bro.
Yeah, I reached out to them boys.
Locked in.
I know. I didn't know you were going to be this locked in, bro. I didn't know you were going to be this locked in.
Yeah, bro. I'm here with you.
Nah, man. And as y'all know, man, the Legend Tour continues. The Port St. Lucie, the St. Lucie County, Treasure Coast Legacy Tour continues. On this stop, we just talked to Tim Debish, Alvin Swoope, two legends out of T-Coast. I appreciate y'all, man. Coming in, repping the Waddle Podcast.
Already, bro. Hey, best of luck to you, bro.
Always. Yeah, Swoope. We're definitely going to have Swoope come on for another interview for him. Real baseball talk as baseball season gets into the thick of things right now. So we'll definitely have him come back on, let us know MLB talk, because I don't know much. But he does.
Feel that.
So he'll be our correspondent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
we appreciate you, Swoope, man. I'm going to give Tim a little something. I'll make him say a couple words to the people, man. But Swoope,
yeah,
man,
bro.
I appreciate you joining on, dog.
Hey, appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you later, dog.
Already, G's.
Alvin Swoope to go. Now, Tim, man, before I let you get out of here, dog, I got to reminisce now, dog. Meeting you, bro, before I knew you, you were the superstar. I looked up to you. I changed my shot. I don't know about you. I'm a really good shooter. I've changed my shot probably 136 times in my career. From here to there, to this, to that, to sideways, to that. I'm talking so many shots. And when I saw great players and great shooters, I'd be like, fuck, I had it all wrong. Look at him. And you were one of them, dog. You were one of them guys, because yours a little to the side. And I'm like, this motherfucker Tim, dog. I got to do it like that. So I've stolen a lot of your game now, brother. And I want to say I thank you for that, Tim. And then when I met you, it didn't even make sense. You made me feel not even as someone that was below you, even though you were definitely up to me. I was right next to you, dog. I was a brother to you. You embraced me. We became real close. Off the court, you're even better than I even could have imagined, dog. You're a fucking hilarious person, a great human. You're caring. And when you give compliments, bro, it means a lot. And I'll speak for anybody else. I'll definitely speak for me. But when you give compliments to me, to anybody else, Tim, coming from a legend like you, it holds a lot of weight. So I appreciate you uplifting me from day one, you fucking legend.
Well, hey, bro, listen, that means a lot, bro. You're fucking raw. And I wish some of these people understood how raw you are, bro, because it is unreal. And we can go for days talking about all the shit that you had, the lobs I threw you at LA Fitness, like, bro. I mean, it goes on and on, bro. But yeah, you are a person of your own self too, and this platform that you have and the stuff that you're doing and being able to go around and talking to everybody and kind of showing the flowers to the people that either didn't get it or just didn't hear much about it means a lot to me personally, bro. Because again, like I said, I'm off social media. I don't get to give the people, the answers that, maybe some want, or maybe just some asking like what the fuck happened to him. Like, now I get to come on and tell them and tell you. But yeah, bro, it means a lot, and I love what you're doing, dog. So
because when I posted I posted a little video that you're coming on, bro, I had a lot of players in competition we used to hoop would hit me like, yo, where the fuck has he been? Yo, Tim was a killer. Holy, and I'm like, I know.
Oh, hey, listen, it's all love, man. I hope I see everybody back there. I hope I hoop with everybody when I come down and stuff like that. Ain't shit changed, it's just, your boy's a little bit off grid. You feel me? So
a little bit off grid, still the same thing. That's why we did this, dog. Anybody moving forward can watch this. My family, your family, all of our friends can come check on Tim. And then maybe, every once in a while, we'll have Tim pop back on. We'll check out our brother, our Colorado mountain brother. Let's see how he's doing.
Yeah, bro. Anytime you need me, man, I'm here, dog. So if you need a second man here, bro, just holler at me. You got my number. You hit me up.
Got to. Yeah, we're definitely going to bring you on, man. You got a lot of stuff coming on. Big plans, big future things coming on, man. Weddings.
You know it.
Babies. Family started. Come on now. It's a lot for Tim. Might even see the hair grow back out. Who knows, dog? Is it ever coming back?
Bro, I literally just got that shit cut, too. I was just telling her. I'm like, maybe I'll bring that TTH Tim come back. And she said, hell no. She's like, no, it's already gone. You ain't going back. No chance. I was like,
Did you keep the hair? Did you keep the hair?
Yeah.
The hair you cut off.
Oh, no, it's gone. Gone.
I thought you saved it like some of my brothers saved their dreadlocks, man. They can't throw that shit away. That was fucking historic, Tim. They could have hung that up at Treasure Coast in the gym in a glass container. The hair of Timmy, bro. What?
Hey, bro, I will say I did donate that shit, though. So some female or male is walking around with my locks, bro. So you're welcome.
Golden. Glorious locks, dog. Whoever that is, you're welcome on behalf of Tim Debish, the fucking legend. But they should have hung them bitches up in T-Coast right as soon as you walk in the gym. Okay. Oh, it was him. And they're flowing. They got a little wind drift on them. You know what I mean?
Just bro, that'd be,
you just hit a three. Well, my brother Tim, man, I'm gonna let you go, dog. Get back to doing your thing. We appreciate you stopping in on the internet for the first time in a long time. It's always great to see you. Like I said, you look great, my brother. And as always, we appreciate you, Tim. The legend, Tim Debish. Yes, all the way from T-Coast, man. Colorado, stand up, my brother. Till next time. That's my fucking guy, man. So appreciate anybody tuning into the Wado podcast. Anybody watching live, thank you so much for the support. Hope you like it. Hope you comment. Let me know where I fucked up, where I need to improve. And I'll do that. Moving forward, this video will be available on YouTube for everybody. It will be available also on the audio platforms once I post that up. Shout out to my brother Tim Debish for taking a quick stop. We're at almost 2 hours. God damn, it'd be rolling when you're talking to legends. Who knows? So again, appreciate anybody stopping in on the Wado podcast. This is your boy YDOE. Tomorrow we got a special episode with another Treasure Coast legend, the super incredible professional basketball player. I love when he says that shit, dog. My man Chris Carter, author as well of this great book, Ivy. Just finished it just now. That's my dog right there. He will be calling into the Wado podcast all the way live from Germany. He's a professional basketball player out there in Germany in the A-League. So tune in for that as well tomorrow. It might not be live just because he's all the way in Germany. I might have to, who knows, might have to edit something in between there, but it will be posted tomorrow regardless. So watch this episode with Tim Debish, the legend from T-Coast, and tomorrow on the legendary tour with your boy Wado, we will be taking a stop in Germany with the legendary Chris Carter. So my dog Brad in the chat. Am I a fan of the professor? Let me tell you, Brad, I'm a huge fan of the professor. His name's Grayson Boucher, and I actually met Grayson a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. I was a young kid, and he came to a boys and girls club that I was at, and one was on tour actually in Fort Pierce, and they stopped by. One of the coaches at the boys and girls club knew one of the people from And One, so Hot Sauce came, Spider came, Professor came, and I believe AO. And I was the young white boy with little short blonde hair, so they called me Little Professor. We clicked. We were cool. Grayson's an awesome guy. He's killing it now. Shout out to Global Hooper, the professor. Shout out to him. So, but I'm going to wrap this thing up. We had 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and watch this thing back, light up some vitamins. Hey, and make sure I didn't mess up too much. So I appreciate anybody tuning into the Wado podcast. It's all love from your boy. We're going to get better tomorrow as we have the legendary Chris Carter stop by and give his take on his upbringing and how he became a professional basketball player, baby. Till next time, it's your boy. Whew.